Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Elimination Chamber here in Perth, Australia, and we are kicking it off with the massive SmackDown Tag Team Championships being on the line as the Judgment Day's Damian Priest and your undisputed champion Finn Balor kick us off here tonight as they are the challengers for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The only reason that the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor have this matchup is because JBL was making matches. He made Finn Balor, since he won the Undisputed Championship due to the help to the man on his right, on our screen it would be our left, it would be Finn Balor winning the Undisputed Championship at the Royal Rumble due to the help of Damian Priest. Finn Balor, or I should say JBL, said, hey, you know what? You have caused a lot of turmoil ever since you guys have gotten together, and I'm going to put 5 other superstars in a match with you inside of Elimination Chamber and see how you can fare with those superstars that the Judgment Day have basically tortured for over a year and a half, close to 2 years. And Finn Balor's like, okay, if you're going to do that, I'm only going to accept that if you won. Make sure that in that matchup I come out last, as well as I want to have a tag team championship matchup with Damian Priest against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And JBL accepted that. That is why we are here. Massive matchup to kick us off here in Perth, Australia. I know it may be very, very early here over in the United States, but here in Perth, Australia, it is midday. We have plenty of stuff going on. It is a great day for some absolute wrestling going on here tonight. We have 10 total matches on the card. We have 5 Elimination Chamber matches, a couple that will be involved with championship matches in those, and then we have a couple of them that will be number 1 contenders matches. So a lot going on here tonight, and we are kicking off with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And being able to kick off the card, it is one of those things that you have a hot start, and you tell all those other matches, those other superstars, is basically saying, hey, I want to see if you can outdo what we did in the middle of that ring.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 439 pounds, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, the Judgment Day.
Could Finn Balor walk out with both championships tonight? Absolutely massive championship title defense tonight, live here in Perth, Australia. Not only is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens kicking it off with Finn Balor in this matchup tonight, but those 3 will see each other later on tonight in the main event, a part of that undisputed championship. As here we go, Damian Priest and Sami Zayn kicking us off here. Referee has rung the bell. The matchup has officially started. Here we go. And look at Priest coming out here early with those massive kicks to the face. And that was almost enough to become the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And then we'll see if Priest and Balor can get something started here early. Especially going to be, more, I would say, more aggressive, especially against the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Owens coming right after Priest, at least trying to be a decoy early on here, but I do want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in for this massive premium live event. We have 10 massive matches as Priest, over striking that clothesline didn't work out in his favor. Zayn may be looking to get a tag to Owens here, and he does. But we do have 10 massive matches for you from top to bottom. We have this great SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The main event tonight will see 3 of the 6 men that are actually in this matchup right now, main eventing the Elimination Chamber as Finn Balor defends his Undisputed Championship against Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, as well as John Cena's Stone Cold Steve Austin. What a maneuver there from Kevin Owens. And also, you can't forget about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, a multi-time undisputed champion. Something we'll have to give, though, tonight. Will we see Cody Rhodes get that opportunity? Will he be able to do it? Will we see Cena win his first world championship here ever since being here in the series? Same for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Massive moment for him. So we are at a 5 count. Priest and Zayn going at it here in the middle of the ring. Balor looking to take out Kevin Owens. The matchup has, or I should say the referee has restarted his count here as all 4 superstars continue to go at it right now. Owens and Balor face to face there at ringside, or at least on the apron. Owens now with a big time drop kick takes down Balor. This could be the moment Owens needs right now. Owens coming off the Raw, big time senton, takes down Priest. And did you see Owens there for a quick second? Was looking to see if Finn Balor was still down and out, because I believe Owens wanted to keep an eye on Balor just to make sure he was still down enough to where he could go for that pinfall. It's all about right place, right time in these matches. And now this is where, now there's Sami Zayn. He's absolutely hyped up, especially being the opening matchup here. As looks like gonna go for that submission hold here, that Koji clutch here, trying to make Damian Priest tap out. He is towards the middle of the ring, but Finn Balor saves the matchup, makes the matchup continue here. As Zayn has Balor in the corner here. Oh no, this is not good at all for Finn Balor. Your undisputed champion is right there. That is vintage Sami Zayn, ladies and gentlemen. That is massive, but he just got turned inside out by that brutal crossbody from Priest. And what a way to kick us off here tonight, as look at this flatliner takes down Zayn. Are we about to see new tag team champions? No. Zayn kicks out at the very last second. If I'm Priest, I would say keep on him. I wouldn't go for the tag. I would keep on Zayn here. But obviously Priest and Balor know a little bit more than I do, but I would have suggested that Priest continue to bring the fight to Sami Zayn, keep him off balance, continue to bring the hurt to him. But obviously that was not the decision. As now Zayn gonna toss Balor through the middle rope. It looks like we are about to see a high-risk, high-flying Sami Zayn. Here we go, over the top rope. What a maneuver from your SmackDown Tag Team Champion, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is pulling off all the stops tonight, as they should. They want to get rid of the Judgment Day. The only reason they got this matchup is with that arrangement that Finn Balor and JBL had. JBL said, hey, Finn Balor, you're going to defend your Undisputed Championship against 5 superstars that the Judgment Day have brought terror to over this past year and a half to 2 years. And Finn Balor said, I'm only going to do that if, one, you give me that last spot in the Undisputed Championship matchup, as well as we get to challenge Zayn and Owens for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, as a haluva kick out of nowhere takes down Damian Priest, but Finn Balor keeps the matchup going, luckily for them. And Owens taking out Finn Balor. This is the moment Zayn and Owens need, as a Hurricane Rana takes down Priest. This might be the best opportunity for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to put away the Judgment Day, as Priest gets hit with a dropkick. I was thinking for a second Sami Zayn may have had the haluva kick in mind. As no, this is not going to be feeling too good for Damian Priest's face. That's going to be feeling like a rug burn to the face. As Sami Zayn, high risk, Does he really need to do this? He doesn't need to, but it was highly effective. This matchup continues. A great opening bout, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Zayn gonna do it one more time. Why the hell not? It worked the first time. That was to Finn Balor. This time to Damian Priest. Down goes Priest. And right now, how it's looking, from the looks of it, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens may be walking out still your tag team champions and heading to WrestleMania. But obviously, you don't want to talk too fast here. And also, with Owens and Zayn being a part of that Elimination Chamber matchup later on tonight, they very well could be walking out with the Undisputed Championship. How crazy would that be? And now, both men running into each other. A little bit of a stalemate now. We'll see if Balor can put that into his advantage. No, it will not. Big haymaker there from Zayn. Zayn now. Oh my goodness. Haluva kick out of nowhere. Taking down Finn Balor. He is busted open. 2. No, Balor somehow kicks out. He ate that Haluva kick flush to the temple. That left side is busted open. And now he gets hit with a Swanton bomb. Referee is right there. But again, Balor kicks out. Holy crap. And look at Sami Zayn. You can sense the frustration is brewing. He hit him with a Haluva kick. He hit him with a Swanton bomb. But Finn Balor, the Undisputed Champion, is continuing to fight. Somehow, some way, that was the best opportunity for Owens and Zayn to retain the tag team championships because of Priest being down and out at ringside at that time. As a package power slam takes down Balor, pinfall opportunity, Priest right there to save the matchup. Owens now looking to finish up the matchup. Pump up power bomb takes down Balor. Is this enough? Luckily Priest was able to get back there. He had to go around the referee just to break it up. The matchup continues. Balor needs a tag and fast. I don't know how much more he can take or sustain in this matchup. Judgment Day, we're going to have to get lucky towards the end of this matchup, I feel. As here we go. Pinfall opportunity once again here. Will this be enough? No. Priest having to save the match again. And now, here we go. Balor with a clubbing blow. That takes down Sami Zayn, as both Priest and Balor, they are busted open. They are showing those wounds, but both men are still fighting as a South of Heaven chokeslam takes down Zayn. Are we about to see new tag team champions? No, at least not yet. Owens keeps the matchup going, at least momentarily. Both teams are putting it all on the line. As Zayn now I believe is busted open with a hell of a boot to the face there. Priest now going to bring the offense to Sami Zayn outside here. This is the type of matchup right now where it feels like it's anyone's ball game. At least it feels like it at this time, as a tilt-a-whirl slam there from Damian Priest. And this is a vicious tag team matchup, a great way to kick us off here tonight at Elimination Chamber. But we still have the Elimination Chamber matches still to come. Coming up, we have that #1 contenders matchup coming up next, as Finn Balor, big time drop kick into the corner. Sami Zayn was in the landing zone, but Balor focusing on the now, deciding to go for the pinfall there. But like I mentioned, coming up next is the #1 contenders matchup to determine who faces Gunther at WrestleMania. As Sami Zayn with a pivotal reversal there, going to continue with that brutal DDT. Here we go, pinfall opportunity once again, but Priest saves the matchup. And these guys, man, I don't even know how they're going to be feeling walking into that Elimination Chamber. I can tell you won't be feeling good. As Priest right there, will he be able to break it up? No, he's not going to break it up. Priest going outside the ring instead of breaking it up. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are still your tag Team Champions. Zayn and Owens, they earned that defense tonight. Put Priest and Finn Balor through hell tonight. And still, they are your tag team champions. There for a little bit, Finn Balor and Damian Priest had Zayn and Owens right where they wanted them, but just couldn't figure it out. And that is why Owens and Sami Zayn are one of your better tag team champions we've seen in quite a long time. It's a big win for Owens and Sami Zayn, and they will be taking those tag team championships to WrestleMania and to Hollywood. Congratulations to these two big boys. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is your first Elimination Chamber matchup here tonight. We just had a massive championship defense where Owens and Zayn were able to once again defeat the Judgment Day. But now we get ourselves something a little different tonight. We get yourselves a first Elimination Chamber matchup representing the Monday Night Raw side. There is Braun Breaker, Raw Tag Team Champion, part of Generation X. Imagine if Breaker, man, if he could go to WrestleMania, it could be Gunther versus Braun Breaker. That would be an absolutely massive matchup for sure. Breaker, Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, all three of them from Generation X will be inside this chamber. They're going to have to out-wrestle and out-brutalize Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, Seth frickin' Rollins, as well as they are going to have to beat down the best in the world today, that being CM Punk. Breaker now giving our referee the Raw Tag Team Championships. We'll see how Breaker fares tonight. We'll see what position he'll be entering from 3, 4, or 5 in this matchup, because we know Seth Rollins will be coming out last, and obviously Breaker won't be coming out 1 or 2. As we now wait for the next competitor to make his way down to the ring, it is the other Raw Tag Team Champion, Big E, coming out here now. So at least we know Braun Breaker and Big E will for sure be inside the steel chamber. But now that leaves Nakamura, Punk, and Roman Reigns for the opening spots. Still to come is Seth Rollins to be in one of these pods. Big E, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion here in series history. He would love to not only be the Raw Tag Team Champion, but also get an opportunity at that World Heavyweight Championship. Two big men slapping meat at WrestleMania. Gunther and Big E very well could be a possibility. Big E certainly a no love lost for him ever since he's betrayed his brothers of the New Day. And now it is your other superstar, the best in the world today, CM Punk. CM Punk and Gunther would definitely hit for sure, I believe. Be a hell of a matchup. You got a man like Gunther that is known for his power bombs, and then obviously Punk trying to outpower a man like Gunther to get him on his shoulders and hit him with that GTS. It would certainly be a matchup that CM Punk would want. I think Gunther would love to prove himself against CM Punk in the middle of that ring for a championship defense. But this will definitely clear some paths for a lot of these superstars on the road to WrestleMania. Cannot wait to see who is going to be going to face Gunther. So many possibilities. We could have superstars that have already faced off with Gunther before in the past months, or we could have a fresh contest. Anything is possible, as the best in the world taking it all in right now. a massive, massive moment here for all these superstars as they get ready to get locked inside of that chamber. Punk maybe a little bit reluctant to get in that chamber, but it looks like he's all set. And now, here comes Seth frickin' Rollins. Revolutionary. He is a visionary. Seth frickin' Rollins is looking to get himself into WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther and Rollins have feuded for the United States Championship over half a year ago. But this is a whole different Rollins, a whole different Gunther. I'm glad that we might honestly see that again. Because if you look at two different paths for Gunther and Seth frickin' Rollins. Certainly Gunther eventually becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins, ever since he became United States Champion, he's picked up some big wins, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't won a massive championship like a World Heavyweight Championship or any of those. But certainly it could be tonight, could be his night. He will be coming out last. He's going to have to outlast 5 other superstars for this massive, massive moment for all 6 superstars. So this means Shinsuke Nakamura, Roman Reigns will kick us off in this matchup. Roman Reigns and Shinsuke Nakamura do have a history long, long ago on SmackDown, feuding for the United States Championship. Roman Reigns and Nakamura, they had instant classics. If you guys missed any of that, make sure you watch the early days of SmackDown, because we saw Nakamura, Roman Reigns, like I mentioned, they were just an absolute, just two brutes going at it in the middle of that ring. As now we just have to wait for Rollins to get inside of his chamber pod, and then we'll be waiting for Nakamura and Roman Reigns, a part of this first Elimination Chamber matchup of the night, as here comes Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura looking to bring that different vibe here, that King of Strong style. He is the leader of D-Generation X. Dolph Ziggler couldn't win the Rumble, so Shawn Michaels made sure that he was no longer in WWE, no longer the leader, as well as no longer part of the Raw roster. And Shawn Michaels saw that Shinsuke Nakamura hit the free agent market after the Royal Rumble from SmackDown, so Michaels said, hey, I'll pick up Nakamura and I'll sweeten up the deal for him. And for Nakamura, he brings so much, especially him being a former United States champion, former Universal champion. He's won massive matches throughout his career. So certainly Shawn Michaels loved that about him, and his unpredictability of what we've seen from Nakamura. But we're going to have to see how unpredictable Nakamura can get tonight when he gets in the middle of this ring with Roman Reigns, your tribal chief. Man, this is literally going to be so hard to call this matchup, man. This is literally going to be anyone's match. Nakamura and Reigns, the first two in this matchup, and they very well could last until the very end of this matchup. And I don't know who has the advantage. Yes, I can say it over and over again. Yes, Rollins has the best odds since he's coming out last, but it doesn't give him a guaranteed win. So we'll see how it fares for your visionary and your revolutionary. As there he is, Roman Reigns, your former World Heavyweight Champion. He's a King of the Ring winner, former United States Champion as well. Reigns won't have any bloodline help tonight in this matchup. Reigns is going to have to do it all by himself. Part of that bloodline is obviously himself, The Rock, the People's Champion, Solo Sikoa, the enforcer of the bloodline, and recently brought back to the bloodline, that being Jimmy Uso. So 4 big-time names are in the bloodline, can play the numbers game. Reigns knows Gunther very well. Like we mentioned, we could see that again at WrestleMania, but Reigns is going to have to start from the beginning and make it all the way to the end. And with starting off with Shinsuke Nakamura in this match, these two are going to be going at it early and often. And it's going to be able kind of picking your spots in this Elimination Chamber, and we'll see how these two are really going to be able to do that. It's the Tribal Chief taking this moment in. These guys are going to have to go through war physically and mentally to brace themselves for WrestleMania season. Winner clinches a spot to WrestleMania. They will be challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Especially this being the first Elimination Chamber matchup of the whole entire night. Certainly this is going to be one of those matches that will set the tone for Elimination Chambers throughout the night. We just saw the SmackDown Tag Team titles defended by Owens and Zayn, a hellacious matchup. Those guys will be taking those championships to WrestleMania. We'll see how that fares when they make it to WrestleMania. We'll see who they have to face. But here we go. The matchup has officially started. Reigns and Nakamura are going to be going to war for the next little bit until the third competitor makes their way down to the ring. Those greats right there to the outside of this very ring, they are going to be hurting for real, and especially if they get thrown into those pods, those aren't going to be feeling any better. So you will definitely see them use them to their advantage as a big Samoan drop takes down Nakamura. Reigns looking for the first pinfall, but Nakamura kicks out. You're going to see a lot of those matches. Moments in this matchup just in the terms of trying to put away your opponent quickly as possible so you stay 100% for the most part in this matchup. As now we are going to kick us off with the first competitor to join Roman Reigns and Nakamura. Which three of the superstars will join these three? Or these two, I should say. And oh, here we go, CM Punk. CM Punk is coming out number 3, best in the world. Let's see if maybe Reigns and Punk maybe want to work together to take out the leader. And as of right now, that is not the case. Every man for themselves tonight. Look at Roman Reigns telling this crowd to acknowledge him. But Punk is not having any of that. We've seen Reigns and Punk go at it in a matchup once before where Roman Reigns has defeated CM Punk. And they've also teamed up together, and they've actually worked quite well in an 8-man tag team match. Oh, big reversal there from Nakamura, as now we are going to already introduce the 4th competitor into this matchup. It's either going to be Braun Breaker or Big E. And yes, here we go, Big E making his way into the ring. What a springboard drop kick there from Nakamura. And now D-Generation X evening the odds right here, right now. And we saw on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of singles matches from these 6 competitors in this matchup as Nakamura trying to eliminate Punk early on. We saw Big E defeat Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns. Wait a minute. Nakamura looking for the Kinshasa. No, Kinshasa blocked from CM Punk. Great reversal there. But we saw Roman Reigns defeat Braun Breaker. Roman Reigns defeated Braun Breaker. We saw Punk defeat Nakamura. And Big E defeat Seth Rollins. As now we wait for Braun Breaker to make his entrance known here. And here he comes, the best spear in the business according to Braun Breaker. As wait a minute. Punk looking for the Pepsi plunge from the second rope. Down goes Big E. Pepsi plunge. Will be Big E be eliminated here? Pinfall. 2, 3. He is eliminated. Big E will not be going to WrestleMania to challenge Gunther at this time. As now, look at Punk looking for the Anaconda Vice here, looking to make Roman Reigns tap out. Imagine if Reigns has to tap out in the middle of this ring. His big knees to the back of his neck there keeps Reigns in this matchup a little bit longer. And now all we have to wait is for the architect, the visionary, Seth frickin' Rollins. And here we go. Let's see how Seth fares walking in to this match. If I'm Seth, I just wait outside there. I get on top of my cell and I camp it out. I wait. I let these guys beat the snot out of each other. That may not be the choice right now. Rollins is not the type of superstar, at least at this time being, to do such a thing. Maybe years ago he definitely would, but the new Seth Rollins, as of right now, would not do that. And we know the feud between Rollins and Punk, very historic feud between both of those two, as both of them continue to go at each other here in the middle of this ring. Vicious boots there from Punk, or I should say from Rollins to Punk. Now, oh, big haymaker as Breaker and Nakamura going at two members of D-Generation X. And that's what Rollins was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, about when it comes to, DX being in the ring together, it may, cause maybe some unintentional, I guess not feuds, but intentions, as Nakamura running right through the referee to connect with that knee right to the midsection there. As Rollins now, pedigree to CM Punk. We saw Punk eliminate Big E earlier on tonight with that Pepsi plunge, aka that big time pedigree there. As now Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins going to work together. Punk not going to have any of it though. And now, look at Rollins catching CM Punk, and now gonna powerbomb CM Punk straight back down to the center of that mat. And now Rollins and Punk are gonna continue to go at it. You got Reigns and Nakamura going at it. Wait a minute, Rollins curb stomps CM Punk middle of the mat. Oh, but Breaker saving CM Punk there, it seems, as Reigns looking to go for I believe a spear on Nakamura. It didn't work out as Breaker going after Seth Rollins here. I'm surprised Breaker broke that up. A lot of stuff going on. I may miss important moments in this matchup as Nakamura might be the next one to be eliminated. Yes, he is. Nakamura is eliminated, so he will not be taking on Gunther. And now we are down to 4. We are down to Punk, Rollins, Breaker, Roman Reigns. Something is going to have to happen for a lot of these superstars to get the job done as Breaker eliminates Roman Reigns. I didn't get to see what was going to happen. I don't know how he eliminated Rollins, or Reigns I should say, as now Breaker going after Rollins. Could you imagine Breaker going on to WrestleMania? This could be it. 2, 3, he just beat Rollins, and now you got Punk and Braun Breaker. Who is it going to be? Something's got to give here. As Punk, here we go. GTS to Braun Breaker. As Punk going to Mania? No, at least not yet. Holy crap. And now Punk telling Breaker to get up to his feet. Something special is going on right now as that elbow takes down Breaker just enough. Punk feeling himself here in Perth, Australia. 2 big-time names here. Breaker, the future of the business. Punk certainly wants to be the guy in this business. And he believes he should be main eventing WrestleMania. And Punk continuing to take down Breaker. And I think for Punk, you cannot continue to toy with a man like Braun Breaker. You've got to continue to bring the fight to him. Oh my goodness. You could hear that knee from, I would say, all the way up top in the cheap seats. And now Punk Gonna go up top here. If I'm Punk, I would stay to the ground. I wouldn't go with these high-risk maneuvers as he connects with another back elbow. Punk now setting up Breakker. Maybe gonna look to finish the matchup. Putting Breakker on his shoulders. Here we go. Go to sleep. CM Punk clinching himself a spot at WrestleMania. Yes, he is. It is official. CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Holy crap. Look at that. We saw that Pepsi plunge from CM Punk to Big E, eliminating Big E. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see how Roman Reigns got eliminated by Breakker earlier on in that matchup. Came down to 4 at that point, Nakamura. And actually now you got 5 at that point as Punk got hit with that pedigree. And now Punk would connect with a vicious backbreaker. We see Breakker eliminate Reigns at that point. But CM Punk is going to WrestleMania. He will be challenging for that World Heavyweight Championship. Can CM Punk do what he set out to do by coming back to WWE and going on to win the big one at WrestleMania? We know how unpredictable the road to WrestleMania is, and so far it's been very unpredictable tonight. We've seen as Edge making his way down to the ring for this Extreme Rules matchup against his former friend Christian. It's seen SmackDown Tag Team Champions Owens and Zayn continuing to deal with the Judgment Day and able to beat them, all 4 members so far. It was Dominic Mysterio and Dijak at the Royal Rumble. It was tonight Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Obviously McDonough is the only one they haven't defended the championship up against, but still I don't think it's going to make a difference. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens owning this SmackDown tag team division, and you love to see it. And then CM Punk outlasting 5 other superstars to become the official #1 contender, and CM Punk is going to WrestleMania to challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is going to be a spectacular matchup, Punk and Gunther. But now, talking about a spectacular matchup, we are going to see Christian and Edge, a Extreme Rules matchup tonight in Perth, Australia. Massive matchup. We've already seen this matchup once. It was at the Royal Rumble. Edge and Christian would go back and forth. Christian would attempt to spear Edge in that matchup. Edge would move before eventually, a little bit later on in the matchup, spearing Christian and going on to win that matchup. Then, fast forward a couple weeks after the Royal Rumble, Edge would come out here. He was about to address the WWE Universe about what was next for him and what he was going to have his sights on, but Christian would attack Edge from behind, beat him down in the middle of the ring and saying, "Hey, we're far from done." And he challenged Edge to an Extreme Rules matchup at Elimination Chamber. Edge said, "Hey, you didn't have to attack me from behind, but that's expected from you nowadays. So yes, I will accept your challenge and I will beat you in Perth, Australia." And we'll see if Edge can back up those words right here, right now. Matchup is officially underway. Here we go. Edge and Christian. Like we mentioned, 2 former best friends, 2 bitter rivals now. And for Christian, can he back it up tonight? He attacked Edge a couple weeks ago to say, "Hey, we're not done yet." But, maybe if Edge beats Christian tonight, maybe they are done tonight. As a big DDT takes down Christian. And now, Edge, high risk time, looking to fly. And here we go, big flying crossbody. And for this Extreme Rules matchup, this means they can use anything to their ability. They can go outside there. They can beat the snot out of each other with the tables, ladders, chairs, steel steps, barricade, anything you can think of. And we may see it tonight. But certainly, they'll use their own bodies as weapons in this matchup. And, well, you're seeing it right now. These vicious headbutts to Christian right there. But look at Christian was the first one actually up to his feet. Maybe it took a little bit longer for Edge to really, get those cobwebs after headbutting Christian. But, I mean, you feel like both men might take a while, but it is what it is. As Christian with a big takedown there of the Rated R Superstar Edge. Ooh, big chop there. Here we go. Big fight. Ooh, and then Christian being tossed right into that barricade. Both men back and forth here, right against our announce table here. These guys have made this personal. They have made each other bleed blood, sweat, and tears into this rivalry. Let's look at these haymakers from Edge. He is not missing an ounce with every single strike to Christian there. And for Christian right now, I was going to say, you need to start fighting back before Edge takes you to the woodshed. And Edge right now has the momentum, at least at this very second. No ladders, tables, anything, kendo sticks. And, well, there we go, ladder. Ladder now going to be introduced here by Edge. Obviously, Edge and Christian, the king of the ladder, the TLC ladder matches back in the day. So certainly, it's very well possible. Oh no, right on top of the ladder, Christian gonna let Edge just sit there and look at. Oh my goodness! Holy shit! A suicide dive over the top, laying out Edge through the damn ladder. Holy shit! I was expecting maybe Christian, if he wanted that, he would have gone through the top rope, but he went through the top rope a whole different way. Holy crap. I was not expecting that. These guys are just showing absolute brutality right now. And I'm surprised Edge is moving right now after that table, or that ladder, pardon me, was put to good use. As, oh no, I think Christian is busted open here at ringside. See how bad the wound is, right between the eyes, right above the nose area, as now here comes Christian. Back and forth we go. Ladies and gentlemen, as these guys continue to beat the snot out of each other here at ringside, we still have another chamber match coming your way. As coming up next, it is the United States Championship defense for Austin Theory. He's going to have to outlast five other superstars in this matchup. We know Cameron Grimes will be coming out last in that matchup. We'll see if Grimes can pull off a upset of all upsets and take that championship to WrestleMania. And we saw in that last match with Rollins coming out last, it didn't really help him necessarily, because he was eliminated. He made it to the last 3 or so, but he didn't end up winning. And now Christian, the king of the concerto with himself and Edge. So Christian now maybe wanting to penalize, maybe finish Edge here tonight. And now look at Christian, these massive steel chair shots here. And now, Edge with the big haymaker. Back and forth we go. These guys are just no awareness to, maybe wanting to stop beating the snot out of each other, realizing, hey, we were best friends, why are we doing this? No, these guys are 100% at each other. No love lost between these former best friends, now bitter rivals. As now Edge, what is he thinking? Oh, Christian able to slip out of it, taking down with that reverse DDT, takes down Edge. Christian now, maybe is he looking for that steel chair? Yes, he is. But Edge right there, coming right there, 100% speed, coming right after the Captain Charisma there. Now Edge not done either here. Oh no, he's going to introduce another ladder. We just saw how the other ladder went. Why not introduce another one apparently? Christian now grabbing that ladder away from Edge and showing him how to use it. Brutality at its finest here tonight in Perth, Australia. As he throws him into the ladder and barricade at the same time. Uh-oh. No, not the steel. Not the steel chair. He's baiting Edge. He's really baiting Edge to come out there. But now here comes Edge. saying, hey, why don't you actually use that steel chair on me? As he gets thrown right into the steel steps, man. Man, these guys are tearing each other apart, and I don't even know if they're going to be able to necessarily walk after this matchup with the amount of punishment we've seen so far. As Edge just throwing Christian right into that apron and back into the barricade. Christian and Edge, like we mentioned, longtime friends. It's all been from jealousy from Christian over the past couple months with Edge teaming with Randy Orton. I mean, Christian is no saint himself, and there's nothing wrong with Edge teaming with Randy Orton, but certainly Christian is literally was his best friend in all of WWE, in all of, of his whole life. And it just, for Christian, it's all about jealousy. He wants Edge all to himself here. As Edge continuing to toss him right into that barricade, as now Edge looking to, we got ourselves a baseball bat. Oh, this is a different variation of the concerto on the ladder there, ladies and gentlemen. Christian finally getting out of it as I guess you could call it a bat ladder certo on the outside there, as now Edge is busted open. Back and forth we go. Who's going to walk out victorious? Whoever walks out winner may honestly mean to be still checked out backstage, because right now these guys are. Oh, concerto right there to the ladder via of that steel chair there. Man, holy crap. And no, not on the ladder. No, the face buster right there in the ladder, I believe. Christian still fighting back. How are these guys moving right now? Arm toss right on that steel chair. Man, this is going to be, whoever hits the next big maneuver, it's going to be game over, I believe. As now, oh no. Edge introducing a table right now. Can only imagine what we see is Edge with a big takedown, and now Edge again. Here comes the Rated R Superstar right on the table. Oh my goodness. Edge is not playing around. He could be moments away from picking up a massive win here. Going for a DDT on Edge here. Or Edge trying to do it to Christian, pardon me. But now Christian, big time maneuver on Edge on that table. Man, these guys are busted. They are brutal. I don't know. So Edge. Edge out of nowhere with a spear to Christian. Is this it? 2. No, Christian kicks out. Holy crap. And Edge saying, hey, how much more? How much more is there to put him away? Edge now going to use his own head as a weapon at this moment. And this is a all-time classic Extreme Rules matchup, as Edge again using his head to an advantage here. What else can Edge do to put away his former best friend? And Edge going to the well one more time, looking for the spear, and he connects. Certainly, this has to be it. Pinfall 2, 3, Edge is victorious here tonight at the Elimination Chamber. Look at the spear again. Both of these guys were tore up. They beat the living crap out of each other for half this matchup. But Edge and Christian, yes, they stole the show. I don't know what can beat this matchup, but Edge once again has defeated Christian. And certainly, I don't know if Christian wants any more of Edge, because these guys tore down the Elimination Chamber here in Perth, Australia. Just before we get this next Elimination Chamber matchup and the rest of the Elimination Chamber matchup started for the rest of the night, I am being told there is being some mechanical issues with our Elimination Chamber structure tonight. So the superstars that have been told that they'll be coming out last in their respective matches, it is being told that you will be coming out at complete random. There might be an opportunity that you might be getting your exact number, but the chamber right now is under construction. With the chamber issues that we are talking about, Finn Balor may not be coming out last in his chamber matchup. Also coming up next, Cameron Grimes might not be even coming out last in his chamber matchup as well. So we'll keep an eye on the situation. We'll keep updating you guys on the situation. But make sure you guys do continue to enjoy the show. Make sure you guys get your snacks, popcorn, and everything, and we'll go ahead and continue the show. Well, that is absolutely unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. The chamber seems to have been issues with certain features of the structure from coming out at the exact spot you're supposed to. From what we understand, the chamber worked correctly in the very first matchup where CM Punk won the World Heavyweight, or won the number one contender to be going on to WrestleMania to face off with Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. But as they continued to look at the structure, it seems like there's still some issues with the structure. So, like Triple H said, Finn Balor, he may not exactly come out last in the matchup. Cameron Grimes, he may not necessarily come out last in the matchup. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if they are able to, or if they're going to get a different spot, or they might be even thrown into the beginning of the matchup. You just don't know. But it sucks that these guys have earned these opportunities. At least Cameron Grimes did, and then for him to possibly not get his actual last spot into the chamber, it feels. You gotta feel bad. But if there's chambers issues where it's going off of somebody else's number, I mean, I don't know, it just kind of throws it in a wrench of the plans of what's supposed to happen, at least number-wise. As now Tommaso Ciampa making his way down to the ring. He's a former Intercontinental Champion, former NXT Champion, as well as a former NXT Tag Team Champion with Johnny Gargano. And for Ciampa, he's taking a little bit of a pit stop from the tag team right now, just for this United States Championship matchup. Imagine if Tommaso Ciampa can win the championship tonight, take it to WrestleMania with him, as well as maybe himself and Gargano can get an opportunity for those Raw Tag Team Championships. Not saying that's going to happen, but it very well could be a big possibility. A lot of these superstars, this is going to be their first time being in a Elimination Chamber matchup, so you kind of have to, I would say, take your time, take it in, breathe it in, as now here comes the Grayson Waller effect. Grayson Waller here from the great country of Australia. Tonight, Bronson Reed, Grayson Waller, big-time superstars from Australia, definitely going to be getting that huge ovation from his country's fans. Maybe not necessarily the best pop of all time, but I believe since he's getting that pop from his country, certainly he'll be loving that situation. As well as Rhea Ripley later on tonight will be a part of that number one contenders matchup to see who will go on to face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Chamber matches galore tonight. 5 massive chamber matches to really decide the future of what WrestleMania will look like. And you'll see some matches with the championship being on the line inside of the chamber, and those make it even more fulfilling at the end of the night, because you had to go through hell and have to defeat 5 other superstars in the same process to even secure a victory. And now talking about the superstar that won the Battle Royal on Monday Night Raw and is scheduled to come out last in the matchup, but from what Triple H is saying, he is saying that there's some issues with the Elimination Chamber pods, so that there may be situations in these chamber matches tonight that the scheduled superstar that's supposed to come out last, the pod may make its own choice of its own and have them come out. So we'll see how this is going to fare in this matchup. It's like what we understand. Rollins came out last in his chamber matchup, which worked perfectly fine for the chamber matchup and everything, but they continue to make sure the chamber's perfectly fine, but there seems to be some issue where they're going to have to deal with it on hand. So like we said, Cameron Grimes may not come out last. Finn Balor may not come out last in his chamber matchup as well. So, like we said, we'll keep an eye on it, but we'll don't be surprised if there is some Elimination Chamber issues here tonight. But for Cameron Grimes, looking to hold his first main roster championship, looking to take that United States Championship all the way to the moon, take himself to Hollywood, California as well, and have himself one hell of a weekend. As now here comes A-Town Downs Austin Theory. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are a tag team here on Monday Night Raw. We'll see how their friendship goes tonight in this tag team match, or this, I should say, the 6-man Elimination Chamber matchup. And from the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be Austin Theory and Bronson Reed kicking off this matchup. Bronson Reed going to get that huge pop, fellow Australian here. But we'll see how this matchup is going to go. It's going to be very unpredictable, and like we said, that with the issues with the chamber now, it could throw a lot of stuff into fray. Maybe it'll be perfectly fine now. You just never know. But from what we understand from the WWE management, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they're all aware of the situation. But there's not much they can really do on the fly. This is real live television on the fly, and this is a situation where you just can't take it under maintenance and whatnot. As now here comes the big man, Bronson Reed. This man, Bronson Reed, said he has a tsunami listed for 5 of these superstars in this matchup, and I can see Bronson Reed doing that. Could you imagine he takes out all 5 other of those superstars in this matchup? They're all in a circle, like all passed out or whatever, and you see Bronson Reed jump from the top of the pods, those 4 pods, to hit one, and then maybe another, jump on the other top of the pod just to do it to the other superstar. How crazy that would be. I would see some broken ribs for sure if that were to happen, but certainly you cannot count out Bronson Reed tonight. And with him in Theory kicking us off here, I believe Bronson Reed could honestly go from this position and make it all the way to the end of this matchup. It's not going to be easy no matter what for any of these 6 superstars being locked in that pod or starting off the matchup. And here we go, Theory and Bronson Reed, who can do the most damage before the next competitor will make their way in. 2 former business associates now, former business partners now, and Bronson Reed would love it more than to be the first one in this matchup to eliminate Austin Theory, especially after what has occurred between them. Bronson Reed absolutely fired up. This crowd is absolutely loving seeing Bronson Reed represent his country. One of the bigger men on Monday Night Raw, very dominant superstar for the most part in his career. Once he was able to get stuff going, massive wins over the likes of Drew McIntyre and plenty of other big names here on Raw. As now we are going to start off this next matchup with the first competitor to join these 2 superstars. Let's go ahead and see who is next in line. And see Cameron Grimes. He was supposed to come out 6. Grimes coming out now. So we'll see how that's going to fare for Cameron Grimes. Maybe Grimes can use it to his advantage coming out at 3 instead of 6. We'll see how it goes for Cameron Grimes. We are running into that issue at the Elimination Chamber. Triple H is saying, there's not much they can do about it. They are working to fix the issue, but he does not want to waste everybody's time, as especially we are on the road to WrestleMania. Time crunches and everything are in this time of season. As a referee in position, Grimes might have to tap out center of this ring here. Grimes now, big elbow strikes to Bronson Reed. You could definitely feel that, and then big old elbow to the back of the neck for sure. And now Theory going to focus on Cameron Grimes as an STO. Takes down Cameron Grimes, and then Reed folding him like an accordion. Who's the next superstar to join the fray here tonight? It looks like, Tommaso Ciampa. Mr. Nobody will survive. We'll see if Ciampa can survive this matchup and walk out the United States champion. If I'm these superstars, start focusing on Bronson Reed right now. He's a big man of this matchup, as he might be seconds away from eliminating Ciampa very fast in this matchup, but Ciampa able to kick out. Grimes and Theory going at it here on this devastating cage here. Oh no. Oh, goodness, what a punch to the face. One of those rare camera views as Bronson Reed busted open here, I believe. Can't really see from this aerial view at the moment. As your United States champion in control. Can he keep this up? As now we wait for Waller or Solo Sikoa to make their way down to this chamber matchup here. Swinging neck breaker connecting there for Theory. Who will it be, Waller or Solo? And here we go, Australian's own Mr. Grayson Waller is Theory with a big maneuver, looking to eliminate Cameron Grimes. Is that it? No, Grimes kicks out. Unfortunately for Cameron Grimes, not being able to come out last. Hopefully that won't come back to bite him and you know where. As a big DDT from Waller, Grimes going after Theory. Now Ciampa looking to get involved here. Uh-oh. And now with Grayson Waller in a headlock submission hold here, almost like a guillotine maneuver, trying to make Bronson Reed tap out. This would be another massive win, a massive pinfall in the career for Grayson Waller to eliminate a big man like Bronson Reed. And now we are officially just 5 seconds away from the Enforcer introducing himself to his Samoan Spike. No eliminations just yet, but I'm sure we are getting very, very close here. As now Solo in the ring here, going to look to take out Cameron Grimes, and look at Solo targeting Cameron Grimes. Solo should have been the very first, or I should say, well, obviously entering before Cameron Grimes, but Grimes entering in at technically the third spot in this matchup. Samoan drop there from Solo. Bronson Reed and Grayson Waller, a double choke slam there. What a brutal maneuver there from Reed and Waller. And over the top rope, Waller landing on that brutal caging there. And now, oh, double punch there from Theory and Reed there. Seeing these guys working together here briefly. As now Theory and Reed going to work together, maybe? No, they're not. You got former business associates. You got a current tag team between Theory and Waller going at it. And no eliminations just yet here. So you got the other three in the ring. Ciampa, Solo, and Grimes going at it as well. And now Ciampa, roll through. Going to connect with a submission hold here to Grimes. Grimes could tap out here. Obviously, there's no rope breaks. There's no nothing. Everything is legal in this matchup. And now Reed, oh no. Oh my goodness, a release suplex there. Absolutely vicious, especially on that grating there, ladies and gentlemen. That will not be feeling too good. My question is at this time, who's going to be the first one eliminated as Theory gets hit with a Samoan drop? Waller getting tossed around like an animal. Theory now. Here we go. Samoan Spike to the United States champion. Spanish Fly from Grimes. Is this it? 2, 3 elimination to Theory. Is Ciampa next? No, Ciampa kicks out. And that means realistically we are going to see a new United States champion. Who is it going to be? Is Grimes now? Ooh, Northern Lights type of neck breaker of sorts there. Pinfall opportunity. Ciampa could be next to be eliminated here. And he is. A big elimination there for Cameron Grimes. And now we are down to 4. Bronson Reed, Solo, Grimes, and Waller. As Solo able to kick out. Who is going to walk out victorious here? As we are going to be seeing a new United States champion as Solo lands hard on that grating there. Waller going to continue to go at it with Grimes. Big old spine buster there. Absolutely brutal there from Waller. Big time opportunity, but a strong kick out. And continuing to throw each other on the grate, that is not going to be feeling too good for their opponents. And I think it will definitely get to the result that they desperately want, and that being a possible elimination. Waller from behind. We'll look to take it to the Enforcer. I don't know if that's the best idea, but elimination could very well help here. Oh, look at that. Unprettier to Solo Sikoa. That could be an elimination here. 1, 2. No, Solo kicks out. the matchup continues for Solo, but the question may be at this time is how much more can Solo withstand in this matchup? Bronson Reed up top here, looking for that splash. He got the tsunami. Tsunami on Grimes. 2, 3. Bronson Reed has eliminated Cameron Grimes. If it wasn't for this cage screwing up Cameron Grimes' positioning, you very well could say Cameron Grimes could have made it to the end, but unfortunately he is not making it to the end tonight. Now Solo Sikoa coming after Grayson Waller. If I was Solo, I would have let Waller take it to Bronson Reed there. Here we go, pinfall opportunity. Bronson Reed wants his hands on Solo Sikoa. He wants to eliminate Grayson Waller, not the other way around. And we could honestly have this come down to Bronson Reed and Grayson Waller, 2 Australians going at it to become the United States champion. If they were to work together to eliminate Solo, that might be the case of opportunity here. And now Solo from behind, gonna look to throw him into the corner. Waller now. Oh, big reversal from Solo. And now a spinning Uranagi to Waller. Opportunity for Solo. 2. Waller kicks out. Oh, goodness, what a drop kick. Taking down Solo. Definitely not the best positioning to be at this moment. The clubbing blow to the middle of the back. Reed now. 2-for-1 specials for everybody. And that's what I'm saying in this chamber matchup. You got to be so damn careful when you're facing off with a man like Bronson Reed. Why not try to eliminate him first would be my question. Solo was trying to get Bronson Reed's attention. He certainly did. And now Reed going to show you off his strength and power of just picking up Solo Sikoa, making it look so damn easy. What a vicious maneuver there. Pinfall opportunity. But it looks like Waller somehow, I believe, messed with that pinfall attempt. I'm not know how entirely sure that would have worked, but it worked out in their favor. As now Solo and Grayson maybe having a slight opportunity together. Say, what a Samoan drop there. Solo looking to eliminate Reed, and he does. And now it is down to Waller and Solo. Solo not messing around. A spike out of nowhere. Are we going to see a new champion here with Solo? Yes, we do. Solo Sikoa, he came out last in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. That very well could have been Cameron Grimes right there, winning the United States Championship, but it was not. It is Solo Sikoa, the enforcer of the bloodline, walking out as your new United States champion and walking out with his first ever championship here in WWE. What a championship matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The bloodline have to be excited that the enforcer is now the top of the U.S. Championship division. I don't know who's going to be able to knock off Solo. This is going to be a long-lasting reign for sure for this man, Solo Sikoa, tonight. Congratulations once again to Solo Sikoa. Well, being Solo Sikoa, the new United States champion, that is absolutely massive for the bloodline. We'll see what it's going to be looking like on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, but right now we are focused on the Women's Tag Team Championship matchup, as it will be Asuka and Io Sky taking on the Women's Tag Team Champions Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Certainly cannot wait to see how this matchup is going to go. Asuka and Io Sky, part of the Kabuki Warriors, with Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane for big-time women in that group. We'll see how this is going to work, especially if the women win the Women's Tag Team Championships. There's plenty of possibilities. The only reason they are in this matchup is because there was a number one contenders matchup between the Kabuki Warriors and the team of Sasha Banks and Naomi. on Monday Night Raw a couple weeks back, and we would see the Kabuki Warriors win. And certainly seeing that new version of Damage Control, ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing definitely a different look when it comes to Damage Control and the Kabuki Warriors, and definitely something is definitely heating up between those two groups. We'll see really what the future is going to entail leading into WrestleMania. But will Ronda and Shayna be walking into WrestleMania with those women's tag team championships? They've looked quite well with those women's tag team championships. They retained them at NXT Deadline a couple weeks ago, and they're looking to retain them once again and head in to WrestleMania season with those women's tag team championships. Baszler and Ronda, certainly a very chaotic duo when it comes to submissions and everything else like that, what they bring to the table. But Asuka will definitely be able to counteract them with her awesome submission maneuvers.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Asuka and Io Sky.
Cannot wait to see how this matchup go. Asuka is actually one of the longest reigning women's tag team champions with Becky Lynch.
Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey.
The masters of the submission game and the ground and pound game. We'll see how the champions fare tonight. Can they have another massive championship title defense tonight live here in Elimination Chamber? The last stop before we get to WrestleMania. It looks like Asuka and Shayna are going to kick us off here. Here we go. Matchup is underway. Let's see if these women can get maybe an early pinfall or submission victory just to kind of maybe throw off their opponents. Imagine a quick roll-up, something that definitely would not be predicting for it to happen. Here we go with another tag. Here comes Io Sky. Be tagged in, looking for her opportunity to put away Shayna Baszler. Recently on Monday Night Raw, just a couple weeks back, we saw Io Sky and Ronda Rousey go at it one-on-one, and Io Sky would defeat Ronda Rousey via that beautiful moonsault that she has. And now Baszler working to her favor, just now using that limbs to manipulation here. And this is what you do not want. If you're the Kabuki Warriors, you do not want Shayna and Ronda start stomping on ligaments, trying to break fingers, break elbows, whatever it may be. So these two need to be very, very careful. Ronda and Shayna know how to manipulate the rules within the 5-second rule. Ronda Rousey just going to take her time. She realizes she doesn't need to necessarily be aggressive. It is a championship matchup to where it's his championship advantage. Where obviously Ronda and Shayna have to get pinned in the middle of this ring. Here we go with the hot tag. Here comes Shayna Baszler with that tag. Io Sky trying to loosen up some cobwebs. And Io Sky coming right after Ronda here. This matchup is breaking down quickly here. Shayna and Asuka gonna go at it. Oh, big haymaker. But Shayna with her own enziguri takes down Asuka. Shayna needs to be careful here. Io Sky coming right after Shayna. Io Sky could be moments away from knocking off the women's tag team champions. Io Sky with the hook of the leg, pinfall opportunity, but a strong kick out. Like we mentioned, most of these women in this matchup have been champions. Shayna Baszler winning her first main roster championship with Ronda Rousey with these women's tag team championships. And then also Io Sky, former women's champion on SmackDown, as well as winning the women's tag team championships at one time with Dakota Kai, part of Damage Control. And now for Io Sky, this could be another opportunity for her to win the tag team championships, but this time with Asuka. And certainly every championship is going to mean different things for different competitors, but certainly with Shayna tag teaming with her good friend and part of the 4 MMA horse women. Certainly that's going to definitely mean something, as Asuka and Ronda both miss what they're trying to set up there. Is now Rousey clubbing blow with that forearm. I mixed Rousey and Asuka's name together there. And now, Rousey going with the submission hold here, taking down Asuka. Asuka may be forced to tap out. Big time matchup here in Perth, Australia. But Io Sky saves her tag team partner. What could have happened? It could have been absolutely worse. Io Sky thrown out of there. Ronda Rousey has Asuka right where she wants her, center of the ring here. Work that 2-on-1 situation to their advantage. Ronda trying to throw her in the corner. Asuka, though, able to just keep her momentum, stayed put. And oh, look at Asuka. Look at this maneuver from Asuka. Just tight balancing those ropes like a magician there. And now talking about the submission magician, you got Shayna Baszler in this matchup now. And now look at Asuka bringing the fight to Shayna. Brutality at its finest, as now Asuka gonna go high risk here. Telling Shayna to get up to her feet. This could be very bad for Shayna. Flying crossbody takes down the champion. Here we go. Pinfall. No, strong kick out at 1. Asuka was really hoping that was going to be enough to put away Shayna. But Shayna does not want to lose these women's tag team championships. They want to continue to have a impressive reign. Yes, it had to go through the likes of Liv Morgan and Raquel to become the tag team champions. Then they had to go to Deadline to become the women's tag team champions. Or to retain, I should say. And then right now they're looking to retain their second women's championship right now. Now Baszler trying to go once again with those strikes, but Asuka saw it coming and gonna do her own thing right now. It was a brutal suplex, takes down Baszler. Asuka gonna get that hot tag into Io Sky. Oh, I guess you wouldn't consider it a hot tag, it's more of a normal tag, but whatever you want to call it, very effective. As now Baszler gonna slow it down, as she should. Put it into the momentum that they need to. Slow it down. Obviously, these two groups are definitely different when it comes to in-ring action in terms of... Oh, wait a minute. Ronda Rousey with a big back suplex there. But obviously, Rousey and Shayna more that ground and pound game, work that submission game out against you. And then Asuka, she can do that, but Io Sky, she kind of changes up that tag team as well with what she brings, with her being the genius of the sky, with her moonsaults and everything else. As now, Rousey has Asuka up, going to look to connect that vicious maneuver. Rousey going to look to retain the women's championships, but Io Sky keeps them in it for the time being. Still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is your Intercontinental Championship later on tonight, where it'll be LA Knight defending against the likes of Pete Dunne, Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Bobby Lashley, and Andrade. The winner will be walking out Intercontinental Champion. Also coming up very, very soon, we are going to see the women's division matchup from SmackDown, where the winner of this matchup will face Jade Cargill for her women's championship there at WrestleMania. In that massive matchup, ladies and gentlemen, as a spear out of nowhere from Shayna, tearing her inside out, man. But for that matchup that we were just addressing, Rhea Ripley will be in that matchup from Australia. Becky Lynch, Tegan Nox, Eve Torres, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan will be all in that matchup, looking to get themselves a spot inside of WrestleMania, Hollywood, California. As look at Ronda Rousey, submission, trying to take down Io Sky, but Asuka allows this matchup to continue to go at least a little bit longer. As down goes Asuka, Rousey believes Io Sky is down and out. Will this be enough? Yes, it is. Rousey and Baszler retain their women's tag team championships tonight here in Australia. And that means that we're going to see these two continue their championship reign into WrestleMania. My question is, who can take those championships away? It couldn't be NXT. It's not Monday Night Raw. Some team is going to have to step up from one of these prospective brands and take it from the baddest woman on the planet, as well as the submission magician, Shayna Baszler.
Here are your winners,
Big win for these two, keeping those tag team championships right around their shoulders / waist. And this right here are your current women's tag team champions. What does the women's championship tag team division look like heading into WrestleMania? Who will challenge them at WrestleMania? We'll have to wait and see what the build-up will look like. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Elimination Chambers matchup, where the winner will go on to WrestleMania. Who will go on to face Jade Cargill? Will be a woman that helped carry the Divas division back in the day to being one of the most athletic women in her time period. Could it be Eve Torres versus Jade Cargill? I would certainly be a match to really look out for. Could be a breakout moment since coming back to WWE for Eve Torres here on SmackDown. Can she do it? Can she twerk her way all the way to WrestleMania? I bring that up because one of our maneuvers is twerking into I believe it's a moonsault. But you can't not take away what Eve Torres has achieved in her career, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely cannot wait to see how she does in this chamber matchup tonight. As now, here comes the powerhouse, Raquel Rodriguez, a former SmackDown Women's Champion, former Women's Tag Team Champion. And imagine a powerhouse matchup at WrestleMania, Raquel Rodriguez versus Jade Cargill. That is a money matchup for sure, I can tell you that. I would definitely want to watch that. Two women just beating the snot out of each other just in the hopes of winning that women's championship there at WrestleMania on the grandest stage of them all. Massive, massive matchup. Implications galore. One of the strongest women in all of WWE and arguably here on SmackDown for sure. Like we mentioned for her, she did qualify by defeating Ronda Rousey, but Rousey and Baszler have had her number in the terms of tag team action. At least for Raquel, she won't have to deal with those two, but she will have to deal with, obviously, her tag team partner Liv Morgan being in this matchup. As here comes the Eradicator of Judgment Day, that is Rhea Ripley. This is her home country, and she wants to go out with a bang. Bam! And we could see a first time ever matchup there. And I do mean ever, because Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill could be the first time ever we see that matchup. On SmackDown recently, there was a triple threat matchup between Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch would go on to pin Rhea Ripley. We'll see if Rhea Ripley will use that for motivation tonight for being in her home country, and maybe she sets her eyes on Becky Lynch. So far, it hasn't been the Judgment Day's night. They weren't able to knock off the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are still the top of that tag team division. They have beaten 4 members of the Judgment Day to retain those tag team championships. So it really feels like it's all or nothing at this point for the Judgment Day. As now the next one to make her way down to the ring is a former Women's Tag Team Champion with Raquel Rodriguez, Miss Watch Me. That is Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill could certainly be I would say, a very technical matchup for her in the terms of what Liv Morgan can bring in that ring, and something certainly a lot of men and women in the back and even fans out here in the crowd and watching at home would love to give an opportunity. Liv Morgan it'd almost be like a David versus Goliath matchup. You have Jade Cargill, a undefeated women's champion, going on against Liv Morgan, a very experienced woman here in WWE. And now we get to figure out who the next two will be starting off the matchup, as you got the man Becky Lynch in the house. It will be Becky Lynch and Tegan Nox kicking us off in this Women's Elimination Chamber matchup. Becky Lynch wants to take that momentum that she had from that triple threat match on SmackDown and take it into this matchup. She had to deal with 2 other women in that matchup. She worked it out quite fine. But she's going to have to deal with possibly all 5 other superstars being in the ring with her at once. So it's going to be a whole different ballgame. Becky Lynch actually knows those type of multi-women matches because she's actually one of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winners. So if Becky Lynch can do it, certainly she can. This will definitely help her when it talks about experience here. Becky Lynch staring down her competitors in this matchup, staring right into their souls as we wait for Tegan Nox to make herself known. Tegan Nox is a former SmackDown Women's Champion here on SmackDown. Could very well get herself a matchup against Jade Cargill. Now, talking about a David versus Goliath matchup, Tegan Nox and Jade Cargill, that would certainly be a matchup to watch for if Tegan Nox is able to knock off these 5 other women in this matchup. If you look through this matchup with the likes of Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Eve Torres, Tegan Nox, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, you got to believe the likes of having Tegan Nox in this matchup probably be the most underrated name in this matchup, even when Tegan Nox is a former Miss Money in the Bank, former women's champion. She's accomplished all sorts of good stuff here in her tenure in WWE. But we'll see how she fares right here, right now, against Becky Lynch to open up the match. Referee has rung the bell. Let's see how these women get it done here tonight in Perth, Australia. I guarantee you, wherever Jade Cargill is right now backstage or watching it at home, certainly she's ready to watch and see who exactly will be her challenger at WrestleMania. WrestleMania will be a 2-night event where we're going to see the best of the best going at it. We've seen already some matches confirmed for WrestleMania, and that being CM Punk, will be challenging the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther at WrestleMania. And also right now, as of right now, we don't know what the main event's going to look like, but right now, as of right now, it is Finn Balor versus AJ Styles in the main event of WrestleMania, but that very well could change later on tonight as Tegan Nox with a big elbow to the chest area there. Becky Lynch, referee in position. Could this be enough? No, 2.5. Who is the next competitor to enter this matchup? Liv Morgan. Gonna make sure these superstars watch her go to work here. And here comes Liv right next to Tegan Nox, taking down the former champion. And now certainly a matchup I'd like to see, Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch. Big hell of a back and forth matchup as a big takedown there from Becky. And now Tegan gonna introduce herself. Tegan trying to survive this 2-on-1 assault at the moment, and she's doing quite well for herself. And these matches, it's certainly one of those things where you got to come up with a game plan early, and then once you start having that feeling out process in this matchup, you're going to be like, okay, this is what I need to change, this is what I need to do better, and I need to do it on the fly. As Tegan Nox was able to get out of that submission hold there momentarily. Who will be next in line? Here's an impressive DDT there from Liv Morgan. And now Eve Torres, the next superstar in this ring. Let's see how this is going to fare. Looks like Eve Torres was going to just take her time here, but Becky Lynch wanted to take it to Eve Torres. We'll see if we have ourselves an elimination before we get to all the women being in this matchup. Tegan Nox trying to get up to her feet. Liv Morgan, big old clothesline, and oh no, Tegan landing ribs first on the grate there, that steel grate there. And now, Becky Lynch, thankfully for herself, she was able to get out of that predicament. Back in the ring we go as, we got ourselves a crossface here to Eve Torres. Eve may tap out here. Eve Torres very well could be the first elimination, but the legend is fighting out of it, and she does. And now we wait. Will it be Rhea Ripley, or will it be the other woman, Raquel Rodriguez? Liv going up here. What does she have in store? Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator, is the next one in this matchup. Spinning heel kick to the ribs. Eve Torres almost eliminating Becky Lynch. That Shining Wizard to Liv Morgan. Is that it? 2. 3. Tegan Knox eliminating Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez cannot work together, unfortunately, as Rhea Ripley tossed back inside of the ring. Moments before that elimination, Rhea Ripley was going for almost like a suicide dive over the top rope, trying to go after Becky and Eve Torres at that time. She grazed both of them, but it didn't work out entirely. As Lynch and Tegan Knox going at it, center of our ring. Let's see how these two go at it. Oh, nice jumping forearm strike into the kick to the temple. And now we wait for the last member of this women's matchup. We wait for the powerhouse Raquel Rodriguez. Is tonight her night, ladies and gentlemen? You can see Rhea Ripley almost probably wanting to go after the biggest and baddest superstar in this matchup. And it seemed like she was going after Rhea there briefly, but now it seems like she has her sights on Becky Lynch, and I don't blame her. Becky Lynch, one of the most, you could say, accomplished women's wrestlers here in WWE today, as Rhea Ripley wants Eve Torres to get up to her feet, but deciding not to connect whatever she was thinking about going with. As, Becky Lynch gonna go with the Beck's bottom right here on that steel. Is this enough? 2. Oh, Raquel kicks out at the very last second. Much more can Raquel take early on here, as almost a disarmor situation. Will she have to tap out? Raquel has taken a lot of damage here on the grating. Raquel has come out last in this situation, but she's able to survive. Tegan Knox going for the Chinese Wizard, but didn't work out in her favor. Keeps the matchup going for Eve Torres here. Rhea now going to focus on Eve Torres. Oh my goodness. Landing on that grate, it may look okay to you guys, but watching it here in person, it is a whole different situation. You can hear that flesh hitting brutally. Becky Lynch seems to continue to go after Raquel, as Rhea Ripley continuing to get frustrated with Tegan Knox right now. And I don't blame her. And now Becky Lynch again, pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? Yes, it is. Becky Lynch went and targeted Raquel Rodriguez, and it did not work out in her favor. And now we are down to 4. We are either going to get Becky Lynch, Tegan Knox, Eve Torres, or Rhea Ripley going to WrestleMania. We have that cross-face maneuver here as Rhea Ripley connecting with these brutal clotheslines. Eve Torres may have to tap out here. As look at this. Boom! What a drop kick to the temple there of Tegan. Pinfall opportunity. Referee was right there. And look at Rhea. She's in shock and awe at this moment, saying, how in the heck is she able to kick out at this moment? And here comes Becky Lynch being very aggressive at this moment. Becky Lynch not playing around, looking for, presumably, would be the Beck's bottom here. Tegan Knox trying to eliminate the Eradicator, but Rhea not going to have any of that. As look at Eve Torres, that swinging maneuver, that almost like a swinging face buster. Little shades of, honestly, what we've seen from Bray Wyatt, is that shiniest wizard to Rhea Ripley. Could you imagine if Tegan Knox is able to eliminate Rhea? But no, not yet. Big time moment here, ladies and gentlemen. What else can these women do to each other as a huge face buster? And that takes Rhea Ripley out of the equation. Now a big face buster takedown there of Tegan. And now this is where Eve Torres has to decide, who does she want to go after? Becky is down and out. Tegan Knox is the only one up on her feet, besides having Rhea Ripley coming back inside the ring. The Eradicator with a spinning tilt-a-whirl slam. And now Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley going to go at it here. Oh, nice power slam there. Becky Lynch. Lynch now going for the disarmor here. Disarmor to Eve Torres. She may have to tap out. Center of the ring. Nowhere to go. Referee literally has the best angle that she can just to make sure if Eve Torres has to tap out here. Oh, and a big axe handle from behind. That helps out Becky Lynch a bunch there. We'll see if Becky Lynch can capitalize as now Rhea and Becky go at it. Becky Lynch now. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, variation of a suplex there. Absolutely looking brutal there. And look at these clubbing blows from Tegan, trying to do anything to put her away. Tegan dealing with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch here. And oh, look at this. DDT impaling Becky Lynch down. But now from behind, Eve Torres. Here we go. Looking to solidify herself with that swinging neck breaker. Will Tegan Nox be eliminated? 2. No, she kicks out. That would have been a great opportunity to eliminate Tegan Nox. And now going to look to twerk her way to victory with the moonsault. But Tegan gets her knees up. And that could have been the best spot for Eve Torres to win this matchup. 2, 3, too much damage. And now it is down to 3. Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, and Tegan Nox. Who is going to WrestleMania? Is Lynch up against that pole here? Oh no, this ain't going to go well. What is going to... Oh no! That is going to bust her face. Tegan Nox from Wales, she is absolutely on fire right now, or at least momentarily. And now she's going to eat a back suplex on that grating. Pinfall opportunity by Becky. Will this be enough? Yes, it is. And now we are down to 2, Rhea and Becky Lynch. Only one of these women can go on to WrestleMania. It will either be Rhea or Becky Lynch. Massive moment. Becky Lynch has already faced Jade. Rhea Ripley has not had the official opportunity. Rhea was very close one time before Ronda would attack Rhea Ripley. As now the Eradicator setting up Becky Lynch. Here we go. Oh, she's stealing the Beck's bottom out of nowhere. Is this how she's going to steal it? 2. No, Lynch kicks out. Rhea Ripley cannot believe it. She had Becky Lynch right where she wants her. She stole her finishing maneuver, but it was not enough. And Becky Lynch is now going to make her pay with these leg drops. Becky Lynch absolutely fired up. Rhea Ripley up to her feet, though. This could come back to bite Becky Lynch here for celebrating with the crowd. Rhea Ripley is from this beautiful country of Australia. Could you imagine the home woman of Australia walking out victorious tonight? As now Becky Lynch bringing down, hooking the leg. Here we go, STF. Big time crossface in the middle of this ring. Rhea Ripley may have to tap out. She's going to have to try to slip out of it or fight out of it. Right now, this is the moment she needs. But again, Rhea Ripley, she's able to get out of it. Massive elbows. Becky Lynch eating a massive strike earlier in the matchup from Tegan Nox as she got thrown right into that steel, I guess steel beam, I believe it is. And that, I don't know if Becky will have to get checked out because that was full on. Hardest hit of the entire match, and that is saying something. As now Rhea again with a pinfall opportunity. And yes, Rhea Ripley is going to WrestleMania. She gets a massive championship matchup heading in to WrestleMania. A first time ever matchup. As Rhea Ripley challenges Jade Cargill, your women's champion here on SmackDown, to a match at WrestleMania. The question is, though, what night? Will it be night 1, night 2? But whatever it is going to be, it is going to be absolute crazy. As Eve Torres right there twerking her way would get eliminated after connecting with that. Tegan Nox would roll her up, or I believe it would be hook of the leg actually. You see it right there, and hit her with that 1, 2, and 3. It would come down to those 3, and eventually Rhea Ripley would survive Becky Lynch. The home country woman Rhea Ripley is going to WrestleMania. What a moment for Rhea Ripley. What a massive win for her tonight in her home country. And she gets herself a championship matchup at WrestleMania.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE European Championship.
And like what our ring announcer just said, it is time for your European Championship here, live in Perth, Australia. What a night it has been so far. massive, massive matches from top and bottom representing Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. And right now, this man, Keith Lee, is looking to beat some respect into McDonough and really show him how a championship should be held tonight. We saw it recently on SmackDown between McDonough and Keith Lee. Not that 8-man tag team matchup, but before that, where after Keith Lee was in action against Miz, McDonough would come down to the ring and beat the crap out of Keith Lee with a kendo stick. And there was a point in that beatdown to where JD McDonough kept hitting Keith Lee in the face multiple times. 5, 6, 7 times with that kendo stick. It still didn't break, and Keith Lee was, the adrenaline had to be absolutely flowing through his head at that time with those multiple headshots with it. He took that kendo stick, grabbed it, one swinging it exploded on McDonough, and then would connect with a couple power bombs. We would see, though, on the recent SmackDown, in an 8-man tag team matchup where Judgment Day and Christian would defeat the team of Keith Lee, Edge, Owens, and Zayn. JD McDonough was a part of that matchup. We got a little bit of a taste between Keith Lee and JD McDonough, but we'll see how it fares with JD McDonough tonight with Keith Lee. JD McDonough, he's dealt with a lot of superstars that are about his size, a little bit taller, but, you know, I would say cruiserweights or maybe a little bit bigger, but not a big guy like this man right here, that being Keith Lee. McDonough does continue to impress. Obviously, Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, bringing this guy in for a reason. The future of this business. Not only does he have a big head, but he does have some great wrestling background, especially grew up right in the same area where Finn Balor is from. So when you have the same kind of move sets and kind of the same area, you and Finn Balor have gotten a relationship that turns them into great friends. It's a perfect addition to this Judgment Day group. So far this night has not gone the night Judgment Day has wanted. They did just win the number 1 contenders matchup, but now we have to see if they can retain the European Championship. They lost the SmackDown Tag Team Championship matchup. We'll see how they fare right now.
Introducing the challenger from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 343 pounds, Keith Lee.
The big boy Keith Lee, he is here.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 180 pounds. He is the WWE European Champion, JD McDonough.
JD McDonough, your European champion. Can he survive Keith Lee tonight? It is power versus speed. Strength versus agility. 2 different styles, and we'll see which style will walk out victorious and walk out with the European Championship and head in to WrestleMania season with that championship around their waist. Keith Lee, JD McDonough starts right now. It's a big test right now, literally and figuratively, for JD McDonough. This man has to try to target the legs, I believe. It's not going to be easy to try to pick him up or grapple him. So I'm saying right there. Oh, there you go. A little bit of mind games playing with those strikes there. Get in the head of Keith Lee if you have to. Showing off a little bit of power there. McDonough now has Lee in the landing zone. McDonough going to look to fly, but he's, instead of maybe trying to go for a senton or something, he's going to try to fly here. And the flying clothesline connects. This is what you want to see in this type of in this matchup. McDonough trying to get this pace favored to his type of, game plan in the terms of start flying around here, get Keith Lee winded to where this could be an easy matchup for himself. As oh no, Keith Lee, oh my goodness, thrown up against those ropes. Those bad boys are not going to be feeling too good. As now Keith Lee has JD McDonough right where he wants him. Here we go. Big splash right there to the ribs of McDonough. And for McDonough, he's going to have to try and do this all by himself. Let's see if he can actually not have to rely on having the Judgment Day, having to help him out in these matches. And this Perth, Australia crowd not too happy so far with McDonough briefly taking out Lee. But look at this, Keith Lee. Oh my goodness, was he about to throw him over the top rope? I think McDonough was able to save himself momentarily at that time. Keith Lee continues to bring that power right there. McDonough outside here trying to grapple him, but it is not what you can do in this situation. You have to wear out Keith Lee to where eventually you might be able to pick him up. As now Lee, big kick to the temple, takes down JD McDonough. Oh, big kick takes down Keith Lee there. Now, look at the Spanish fly, the standing Spanish fly there. McDonough is going to have to pull off those power maneuvers. That is absolutely crazy at this moment. And McDonough walking all the way around, realizing he doesn't need to necessarily be urgent, at least this time in this matchup, as a one-handed spine buster takes down McDonough. Just like that, Keith Lee could be moments away from becoming your European champion. Jack Hammer. Down goes McDonough, but the rope break saves McDonough. And that will only piss off Keith Lee a little bit more, but it may also save McDonough here, as a jawbreaker takes down the big man. Can McDonough pull off, you could say, one of his bigger wins of his entire career besides winning the European Championship? He is a former champion there in NXT as well, so certainly he has won the championships in his career. As McDonough picks up Keith Lee. Down goes Keith Lee. Could this be a massive win for McDonough? No, not yet. McDonough is going to have to go to the well continuously at this moment. Keith Lee trying to get himself out of there, but McDonough is realizing he cannot allow Keith Lee to roll out the ring. He realizes Keith Lee is in trouble. He has him in the ring right where he wants him. You need to wear him down as much as you can and use it to your advantage here. Can McDonough do it? Oh, going for that headbutt. He connects, and now beautiful suplex there. Takes down Keith Lee. He is down and out. And now McDonough going to do the correct thing, what most veterans do, keeping him away from the ropes. But he's not going to go. He's not going for the pinfall. He's deciding to inflict some more damage. He realizes he needs to do more, and it's going to cost him, because Keith Lee keeps himself in this matchup a little bit longer. And now going to look for that fall away slam all the way to the other side of the ring. And oh no, look at this. The strength, the power to pick him up and to put him into this military press slam. Oh my goodness, man. That is just showing you how damn strong Keith Lee is, ladies and gentlemen. As Keith Lee gets clotheslined over the top rope, this matchup continues. Back and forth we go. And another Spanish fly standing. Holy crap. McDonough saying, I can hang out with you anytime, big boy. McDonough absolutely fired up. Can he keep this up? He needs to continue to bring the pace right here to Keith Lee. JD McDonough does have the championship's advantage right now. McDonough. High risk here. Big elbow to the middle of that back. And McDonough now, that has won matches before, will be able to be enough to win tonight. No, not yet. And McDonough, the frustration. He's trying to up the pace, but it didn't work out in his favor. What else can McDonough do? He's hit massive maneuvers in this match, but it just has not worked out in his favor. You can sense the frustration is there. Totally understandable, for sure. That big boop there. Oh, Keith Lee. Oh, my goodness. You could feel that from all the way up top here in the bleachers. Keith Lee. Keith Lee. That spinning power bomb there to McDonough. Will that be enough? Pinfall. 1, 2. No, McDonough kicks out. These guys are putting on a clinic. Holy crap. And now Keith Lee winding up for a big old punch there. Closed-handed punch. Takes down McDonough. McDonough may be grasping for air. He may be trying to, just get the hell out of this matchup, man, because right now Keith Lee has the momentum right here. I don't know how much more McDonough can take power-wise from Keith Lee. And now, Keith Lee looking for some snake eyes, possibly. Yes, he does. Dead straight in the big head there of McDonough. But look at McDonough doing the right thing, rolling out of the way, grabbing him precious couple seconds. And Keith Lee flies, but no. That could cost him this matchup. He didn't need to fly. I know in these type of matches you want to have that moment that projects you into that next spot that helps you win the championship. But I don't know if that time was right there. Keith Lee had the momentum he needed as a jawbreaker once again takes down Keith Lee. This is where McDonough, if I'm him, I toss him in the ring and maybe try to put him away here. As down goes Keith Lee once again with that DDT. McDonough continuing to bring the big fight here to the challenger. As another jawbreaker, but this time I think it may have busted up the nose of Keith Lee. As right into the barricade now, McDonough gonna go back inside the ring. Is he gonna take the count-out victory? Not like this. We're at a 9. Is McDonough gonna take the count-out? Not like this. Come on, JD. 10. Yes, it is. Come on. You had a hell of a matchup with Keith Lee, and he chooses to end it with a count-out. He could have easily went back out there, grabbed Keith Lee, and tossed him in the ring, but McDonough has decided to take the coward's way out and takes the count-out victory. That is a championship's advantage. He used it to his advantage. Keith Lee was out, bloody, busted open against the barricade, but look at McDonough saying checkmate right to him. And right there, ending with McDonough. Unfortunately, that is not the result everybody was looking for, and especially not a clean victory of sorts, but it is a retainment of his championship tonight, live here in Perth, Australia, with that European Championship on the line. JD McDonough retains via a countout. And now it looks like Braun Strowman is going to be the first superstar on his way out here, a part of this Elimination Chamber matchup. For this matchup, you got to believe definitely Braun Strowman. The later in this matchup it goes, definitely Strowman, depending on what number he comes out, it very well could be a roller coaster of ups and downs in this matchup. But Strowman very well could easily walk through 5 of these superstars in this matchup. So right now, in this Intercontinental Championship match, it will be LA Knight defending his championship against Braun Strowman, Pete Dunne, Ricochet, Bobby Lashley, and Andrade. Now, if there's one man that can deal with Braun Strowman, that is definitely Bobby Lashley. 2 power games going at it. You got the Almighty going up against the monster among monsters. So, cannot wait to see how that may turn out if we get a interaction between both of those superstars in this matchup tonight. Strowman's tag team partner, Ricochet, he is in this matchup. We'll see if they work together. As here comes your Intercontinental Champion, LA Knight. Yeah! He's looking to walk into this chamber and walk out of this chamber Intercontinental Champion and go on to WrestleMania. He's going to have to go through 5 massive superstars to do it, even one of them returning recently, that being Andrade, signing a SmackDown contract. LA Knight did not have a Royal Rumble Intercontinental Championship defense, but he did request to have his championship in the Elimination Chamber, which is very ballsy of him. But LA Knight said, "Hey, I want to make it up to these fans for not having an Intercontinental Championship matchup at the Royal Rumble." He said, I'll make it up to him by defending it in a Elimination Chamber matchup. LA Knight looks to get the job done tonight and outlasting 5 other superstars and retaining his championship. But we can tell you with these superstars in this matchup, it is not going to be easy, I can tell you that. As here comes the almighty Bobby Lashley. Getting that Hurt Business moniker back to where he said it belongs, that being around his I guess you could say his overall space, because he does get the Hurt Business logo, Hurt Business moniker, all of that stuff back around there with that win at Survivor Series. But now, with him not winning the Royal Rumble, he's deciding what he needs to try to do. He qualified for this Intercontinental Championship match by beating Karrion Kross, and you could say beating in quotes, because technically Kross did have his hands on the rope, but the referee didn't see it. Karrion Kross would get another opportunity in that last chance fatal 4-way recently on SmackDown, but it would be Andrade to win that matchup. So we'll see how this matchup is going to fare. You got a little bit of everything. You got tag teams in this matchup, brutal superstars from Braun Strowman. Obviously he's part of the tag team, but Bobby Lashley, a brutal superstar. You're going to see Andrade here in a little bit as well. So a little bit of everything coming our way. And talking about brutal, the man with the joint manipulation, that being Pete Dunne. This man is one of the most brutal superstars in the world today, and I can only imagine if this man walks out with that Intercontinental Championship. Just days ago on SmackDown, Pete Dunne defeated LA Knight in a non-title matchup. Certainly will help out Pete Dunne. And if Pete Dunne becomes Intercontinental Champion, I would definitely watch out for him maybe having a long reign if that were to happen. Like I mentioned, the joint manipulation, the biting, whatever Pete Dunne wants to do to retain his championship if he were to win, or even just challenge for the championship in general, I could see Pete Dunne absolutely destroying dudes for doing that. As now we will be waiting for the last two to start up this matchup. It will be Andrade and Ricochet that will be kicking off this matchup. 2 absolute high-flying superstars beating the snot out of each other. And Strowman's like, really? I gotta go through that, man? Doesn't really seem like he's impressed with Pete Dunne, but we'll see if he'll be impressed in person. As now here comes the one and only Ricochet. This man, throughout his career, he's been looking for his moment. He's been on NXT. He's been on Raw and SmackDown. He's been on the glimpse of having that breakout tournament, or I should say not tournament, but breakout moment. And he just has not been able to, you could really say, execute it. And tonight, that might be the first time he might be able to execute it, and that to hold his first main roster championship here in WWE. We'll see if Ricochet and Braun Strowman will have the time to work together in this matchup. Ricochet and Andrade will be the first 2. Andrade could eliminate Ricochet right away, you just don't know, but it's going to be a high-flying first part of this Elimination Chamber, and I'd be very curious to see if Strowman and Ricochet would be able to work together early on. Because I think if they worked it out, they would be able to take out the rest of the field and have come down to these 2. And look at Ricochet. He's taking it all in, looking around his surroundings, and that's what you should before this matchup starts. As now here comes Andrade, looking for his moment. He could be walking out with that Intercontinental Championship. He picked up a massive win recently on SmackDown, a part of that fatal 4-way matchup. It was that last chance fatal 4-way. It could be Andrade's moment to be Intercontinental Champion, take that championship from the Chamber and take it to WrestleMania. So many stars in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. It's not really easy to necessarily say, okay, hey, I believe this man might have the advantage, or so-and-so. Yes, you have Braun Strowman, the monster among monsters, that can easily throw this field around, but then you got Bobby Lashley that can do the exact same thing, so that kind of counters out that. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley interaction, as long as one of them don't get eliminated by the time they get into this matchup. And then you got the Bruiserweight right there on your screen, Pete Dunne, one of the most brutal, like we talked about, with just joint manipulation. And now the matchup is official. Here we go, Ricochet and Andrade 1-on-1. To kick us off this matchup here. Oh, going for the clothesline. Andrade saw it coming. Here we go. Two high flyers. These guys might fly around this whole chamber here. They might as well honestly climb all the way up top of the chamber, and they might be able to put away their opponent here. Oh, Ricochet almost eliminated early on. That would have been crazy. Not even a couple minutes into the matchup actually starting, that Ricochet would be eliminated. Andrade now going to look to go for a powerbomb. Maybe a little more, it's like a Dominator type of maneuver. Takes down Ricochet here early. The Intercontinental Championship has so much prestige to it. So many Hall of Famers have held that championship, and especially a lot of names in Raw and Smackdown have held that championship today as well. As let's go ahead and see first who is the next to join them. Oh, the almighty Bobby Lashley is going to be joining them as Ricochet takes down Andrade. Big kick there, and now Lashley coming after Ricochet there briefly, but you're going to allow Ricochet to at least get the pinfall before Lashley may try to intervene, and he does. Oh, here comes Andrade with a running bulldog. That's why you got to have eyes behind your head in these situations, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't, it could lead you to a very bad spot for sure. As Andrade now going to focus on the big man, on the almighty. Andrade giving 2-for-1 specials right now, trying to take down Ricochet and Lashley, but it is not easy to do that. Uh-oh. Lashley, military press slam time. Down goes Ricochet. And now Andrade bringing the fight to Lashley. DDT. And now who is the fourth member to join this matchup? Here we go, the joint manipulation master, that being Pete Dunne. Whose bitter end will it be tonight in this matchup? Can Dunne outlast these other 5 superstars in this match? Until we see our first kind of, you could say, they both went down at the same time. Lashley now with a bear hug to Ricochet, trying to suffocate the life out of Ricochet right now. Ricochet may have to tap out here. He's getting squeezed to death at this moment. And Lashley he's trying to get out of it. And he does. And now here comes Lashley. No, just throwing him onto that grate. Lashley coming right after Ricochet. He has a game plan right now. Uh-oh, Pete Dunne on the top rope looking to inflict some damage to Andrade, as it's either going to be LA Knight or Braun Strowman. Let's see who it's going to be. It is your Intercontinental Champion, LA Knight, making his way down to this matchup. Here we go. Coming right after Lashley. But Lashley saw it coming. Here comes Knight. Oh, but both men running right into each other. Oh my goodness, that was a nice maneuver there from Andrade. I don't even know what you really want to call it, but it seems like it was very effective no matter what. As Knight and Ricochet go at it. Pete Dunne looking to eliminate Andrade early on, but that is not going to be enough. You're going to have to connect with a lot more bigger maneuvers as back and forth we go with Ricochet and LA Knight, your Intercontinental Champion. It's a brainbuster galore there. And now we wait for the monster of all monsters to make his name known here. Roll through Ricochet, Pele kick. And now we'll see if Strowman will work together with Ricochet to start eliminating some people here. One of the most brutal superstars in WWE coming right after the field here. Ricochet could be eliminating LA Knight. Could you imagine? As LA Knight able to kick out. Bobby Lashley with a nice snap suplex. Andrade trying to take down the big man. Deciding not to, and Ricochet continuing to focus on LA Knight. And luckily for him at the moment, he's able to recuperate. But if I'm LA Knight, you need to start targeting somebody else. Or if you're going to target Ricochet, make sure you do some more damage, because it's been all Ricochet against LA Knight at the moment. And especially with him wanting to retain his Intercontinental Championship. Is a nice suplex there. As Strowman and Ricochet. Strowman asking this crowd if he wants him to go after Ricochet, as Ricochet pushed down to the ground. Bobby Lashley seems like he wants himself some Pete Dunne here. And oh, nice counter there from Pete Dunne. Here comes LA Knight now from behind. Not going to end up too well for one of these men, as a Frankensteiner there to Bobby Lashley, as LA Knight and Pete Dunne going at it here on the grate here. Pete Dunne from behind. Backstabber there to LA Knight. They are in trouble right now. It is brewing as a meteor from Andrade, looking to pin Strowman. 2. No, Strowman is able to kick out. Brutality at its finest. Luckily, Strowman came out last in this matchup, so hasn't necessarily eaten too much damage, but it is certainly going to add up at the end of this matchup, as Knight is thrown again on that grate. Strowman, is he going to throw? Looks like maybe Strowman might be thinking running power slam. No, looks like maybe some snake eyes, but Strowman holding him way too long. LA Knight going to work with Andrade here on the, I believe, the grate here. Can't really tell what's going on now, but you have yourself a Kimura lock here on Braun Strowman. Strowman could tap out, but Strowman is not going to. Andrade kicks out from whatever LA Knight did to him. Andrade still fighting back, as Pete Dunne continuing to go after Strowman. Ricochet. Look at this. Pele kick. What a maneuver there. And LA Knight, what is he wanting to do here? Seems like he might want some Pete Dunne here. Nice kick from Ricochet. And now LA Knight looking to take down the Bruiserweight. Drops him right on his neck. Certainly for LA Knight, he would love to maybe eliminate Pete Dunne after losing to him on Friday night, as a DDT there from Andrade. Will he eliminate the Intercontinental Champion? 2. No, he will not. Ricochet going to go for the pinfall on Lashley. 2. No, Lashley kicks out. Now Pete Dunne kicks out. Who is going to be the first elimination tonight? It seems like we could be mere moments for a lot of these superstars, as LA Knight continuing to fight out. He's eaten a lot of damage in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. DDT from the champ. And now Lashley. No, power bombing Ricochet to the outside on this grate. If I'm LA Knight, you got to start hitting some big maneuvers, man. He's going to start hitting some, I don't know, hit the BFT on this grate, hit something. And now he's going to toss Pete Dunne back inside the ring. Andrade bringing the fight back to the Intercontinental Champion. This ain't good. Big kick to the back of the neck. That ain't going to be feeling too good. Moonsault to Strowman. Man, these guys are pulling out all sorts of maneuvers tonight. Look at Andrade. That was a hell of a maneuver there to the Almighty. And this match is definitely hard to call. It has been absolutely craziness from the stat. Now Pete Dunne and LA Knight once again going to go at it. Throwing LA Knight out to the pasture here, as Andrade powerbomb straight to hell there. Lashley with a DDT. And now Pete Dunne going to look for a maneuver. I couldn't really tell what he was looking for, but a Northern Lights reversal suplex there from LA Knight. He's fired up, but he needs to stay on Pete Dunne here. And I believe, like I mentioned, he needs to start hitting some power maneuvers, as Andrade almost eliminating Strowman. LA Knight now. What's he thinking about? Let's just toss Pete Dunne back inside the ring. Why not? Certainly maybe saving up his massive opportunities in this matchup to put away his opponents. Now LA Knight looking to get rid of Andrade, taking down Andrade with that face buster type of maneuver. Pinfall. Will this be enough to put away Andrade here? 2. No, Andrade kicks out at 2.5. Ricochet with the knees. Almost like a code breaker type of situation. Pinfall. 2. No, Lashley kicks out. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth we go. And I'm surprised we still do not have an elimination, as now LA Knight has Andrade on his shoulders and down he goes. Almost like a variation of a Death Valley driver. Knight not done yet though, and now gonna look to hit him with a big old neck breaker there. Down goes Andrade. That has to be it. No, he kicked out. Backstabber there from Ricochet. Pete Dunne coming after the champion. Looking, this might be the bitter end for LA Knight. Bitter end. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. LA Knight is eliminated. Now Lashley looking to eliminate Ricochet, but this matchup continues. So now we are for sure going to have a new champion as well going to WrestleMania. And that matchup could have definitely gone either way. LA Knight just picking the wrong people to really go after. As what a knee strike there from Ricochet. Strowman and Ricochet still doing quite well as a tag team in this matchup. Strowman with the pinfall to Pete Dunne. Will this be enough? 2. No. Uh-oh. Lashley and Strowman now. So we talked about these two interacting in this matchup. Uh-oh. Andrade looking to put away Lashley with that DDT. And that may be enough to put away the Almighty. And it is. And now we are down to 4. One of these 4 will walk out the Intercontinental Champion. Andrade, Ricochet, Pete Dunne, or Braun Strowman. A little bit of variety. Certainly LA Knight didn't want to be the first one eliminated, but it seems like it's been the night of champions in the terms of getting eliminated. As Ricochet now. Oh, what a maneuver there from Andrade, taking down Braun Strowman. Ricochet trying to go for that Pele kick after with that springboard, but now he's going to be in a Kimura lock situation. He may have to tap out here, depending on how much damage was done to his arm here. Ricochet, can he slip out of it some way? And he does. Oh, nice flying forearm strike, and now Ricochet going to go after Andrade. Andrade was targeting his tag team partner here. So, right into the barricade. Or not the barricade, but the chamber pod. Uh-oh. Pete Dunne, can he pick up Strowman? Yes, he does! Release suplex, making it look easy. 2, 3. Pete Dunne has eliminated Strowman. Ricochet with a sit-out powerbomb. Holy crap. And now Pete Dunne looking to put away Andrade here. Uh-oh. Looking for that bitter end situation. But now Ricochet, he stops it. He stops it mid-situation, but Andrade might be down and out. 2, 3. I think maybe Ricochet and Pete Dunne hit the combination on that possibly. I don't know, but whatever we just witnessed, that is absolute craziness here. It's Pete Dunne with a brutal suplex there. And now either Ricochet or Pete Dunne will be walking out as your champion. And Pete Dunne, bitter into Ricochet. Is Pete Dunne about to become the new Intercontinental Champion? Yes, he does. Pete Dunne eliminated the Intercontinental Champion. He just eliminated Ricochet as well. What a match. This is what I was talking about. Eliminating LA Knight with that bitter end there. Getting that 1, 2, 3. And then also we saw Lashley get eliminated by Andrade. Right here, look at this. Release suplex maneuver. Release body slam, whatever you want to call it. Right there, impressive enough to hit it twice. Connecting on Strowman. Eliminates Strowman, LA Knight, and also Ricochet. And right, Pete Dunne is your new Intercontinental Champion. Their Bruiserweight starts a new era for that Intercontinental Championship. The nights on SmackDown have gotten a little bit more, you could say, Bruiserweight, I guess. But congratulations to Pete Dunne for a massive win tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
And now it is time for your Women's World Championship, as we are going to see Kairi Sane of the Kabuki Warriors taking on Bayley. We saw the matchup at the Royal Rumble. Bayley just hanging on by a thread, but she was able to retain. But now, this time, Kairi Sane will look to use that to her advantage. Maybe come up with a different game plan tonight to win the Women's World Championship. Because either it will be Kairi Sane or it will be Bayley going on to WrestleMania to face Bianca Belair in the main event of WrestleMania. It's a two-night event that is certainly going to change the careers for a lot of superstars, for sure. And for a lot of superstars, it will grow their legacy in this business even more as well. So certainly a change of guard for a lot of championship matches. Certainly for the women's side right now, we know that Rhea Ripley is going on to face Jade Cargill for that women's championship. We'll see who will go on to WrestleMania to face off with Bianca Belair. Also, we know CM Punk, with his win tonight, will be challenging Gunther for that World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Also, going into WrestleMania, you have Solo Sikoa, your United States Champion. Your Intercontinental Champion is a new one, as it is going to be Pete Dunne now. There's a lot of craziness going on, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes your Women's World Champion and the woman that has definitely changed the game throughout her career here and certainly has regrouped, restarted, remodeled her damage control, and that being with what we have Bayley, Sasha Banks, Naomi, as well as Nia Jax is a part of that group as well. That is a strong group. 4 women in that group. You got 4 women with the Kabuki Warriors, man. It is, holy crap, man. It's definitely you could say factions galore there on Monday Night Raw. But for Bayley, it's all about sending a message to the Kabuki Warriors and the rest of this locker room, as well as sending a message to Bianca Belair. Bayley took that Women's World Championship away from Bianca Belair and has not looked back. And the writing is on the wall for that matchup to absolutely happen, but Kairi Sane wants to take that away from Bayley and make it her opportunity to go on to WrestleMania to defend it against Bianca Belair. Will she get that opportunity? Well, we're about to find out.
Introducing the challenger from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane embracing this here tonight in Perth, Australia.
And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the WWE Women's World Champion, Bayley.
And there she is, your Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Bayley. Can she retain her championship and go on to WrestleMania to defend it against Bianca Belair? Bianca Belair did not wait any longer since winning that Royal Rumble matchup. She said, I'm coming right after Bayley, and I'm coming back for what was rightfully mine. As here we go, Kairi Sane, Bayley for the Women's World Championship. Referee has officially rung the bell, and oh, look at this, the backhands, the slaps. Kairi Sane looking in this matchup early, coming out fast and strong against the champion. Keeping Bayley definitely on her feet in this matchup. Certainly a big-time matchup. These women have been waiting in the back. They've been training to get ready for this matchup for weeks now, and certainly them being the last matchup before the last chamber matchup here, definitely a lot of stuff is going to be running through both of their minds tonight. It's a big old scoop slam, takes down the champ. Oh, big kick there from Bayley, trying to bring it to Kairi Sane. Talking about the Kabuki Warriors, they did lose their championship matchup earlier on tonight by losing to Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. They are still the women's tag team champions. Oh, big haymaker from behind. Bayley now. Oh, goodness. Right to that lower back or middle of the back, but very effective nonetheless. And this is where Bayley could be ever so dangerous and use it to her advantage. As, gonna go look for maybe like a guillotine type of lock. This with this headlock, trying to submit Kairi Sane out of nowhere. She's in the middle of the ring, but it looks like Kairi Sane might be able to get out of it. After she just did that maneuver, I would have suggested maybe to go for that pinfall after that. See if you can steal a victory there, but right now, she can't go back in time to do that. And now Bayley again with another guillotine maneuver, trying to submit Kairi Sane to wear out Kairi Sane. But again, Kairi Sane able to get out of it the second time. Bayley going to the well too many times, trying to make sure Kairi Sane taps out. What a stunner there from Kairi Sane, stunning the champion. But now Bayley not backing down. Here we go with her own DDT. Just like that, when you think Kairi Sane would be able to get something going, Bayley's like, nuh-uh, no, not on my way, not on my watch. As now Bayley off the ropes, going for that elbow strike, but Kairi Sane knows her elbows certainly the better out of the two. And now, high risk, high reward situation here. Bayley able to get back inside the ring and basically read the situation before possibly eating a vicious maneuver. And now here comes Bayley. Oh, big forearm strike to that lower back. Back and forth we go. And now Kairi Sane, big elbow from her. This could be Kairi Sane's moment. Oh, she's signaling to the elbow. She's telling the crowd that she is ready to connect. She is ready to strike. And look at Bayley calling her a loser right in front of these fans tonight here in Australia. And now, right into the barricade as well. And we already saw one count out tonight. We do not want to see another. Kairi Sane telling Bayley to get herself in the ring. Big elbows here from Kairi into a massive kick here. Bayley's in the landing zone for Kairi Sane. Bayley has to be careful here. Kairi going high risk. Is it time for that elbow strike? It is, but it is a different type of elbow. Not ready for that pirate elbow that she connects with. Her elbow is just so majestic that when she hits it on opponents. And unfortunately for Kairi Sane, she didn't win her last matchup on Monday Night Raw when she faced off with Nia Jax after Nia Jax would steamroll her early on, attacking her to not even get the matchup started. Kairi Sane trying to go for that basement elbow, or whatever you want to call it, didn't work out in her favor. Bayley was able to get out of it, but again, Bayley and Kairi just exchanging blows. Bayley to belly to Kairi Sane out of nowhere. Is this it? 2. No, Sane kicks out. Back and forth we go. And now Bayley trying to end the matchup. Kairi Sane able to stop her momentarily. And now Kairi Sane going to try to use it to her advantage. Bayley running right through her. Nice jumping strike there from Kairi. Back and forth we go. What a matchup from both women. You can definitely feel the intensity. Both of these women putting on a clinic. They know how massive this matchup is. This is Elimination Chamber. The winner goes to WrestleMania to defend the women's championship, the women's world championship against Bianca Belair, the women's Royal Rumble winner. Only one can do that. Will it be Bayley? Will it be Kairi Sane? With a win tonight, Kairi Sane, that would be her first ever women's championship win, at least in the terms of singles championships. And now Bayley looking to end this matchup here possibly. Bayley now, big elbow to the lower back, taking out Kairi Sane. And now Bayley looking to end the matchup. Bam! Takes down Kairi Sane. Is this enough? 2. No, she kicks out. Kairi Sane kicking out of that brutal maneuver. She's taken that before, but she's taken it like a champ. She gets folded like an accordion. How much more can they take at this moment? It's one of those moments, ladies and gentlemen, that it's just one of those things where how much more, how much tolerance can you take to this? That's a swanton bomb there from Bayley, pulling out all sorts of things in their repertoire. And now Bayley with a Bayley to belly pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Bayley is victorious. She retains her Women's World Championship, and she is going to WrestleMania. What a match. Bayley was able to make sure that Kairi Sane couldn't hit any bionic elbows or any of those elbows from the top. She was able to hit a different type of elbow, but it wasn't the finishing elbow blow that we've seen Kairi Sane hit in her career. And Bayley retains her championship once again. It is going to be a rivalry rekindled once again, and it comes back to WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of Elimination Chamber. We have gone through 9 matches, great 9 matches tonight, and now we have the finale tonight. And we will see who goes on to WrestleMania to face off with AJ Styles. AJ Styles. And there is John Cena. This is the first time we've seen Cena ever since he was thrown over the top of a balcony, from the top of a balcony down to the concrete. I would say probably a 20-foot drop, if not even more. But Cena, he is back. Stone Cold Steve Austin is here tonight as well. It's the first time we're seeing both of these gentlemen after being taken out from the Judgment Day. Can Cena win his first ever World Championship here in series history? He's been very close at times, especially early on when we started, but has not been able to. He is a multi-time United States champion, though, and will use that to his advantage. Can he walk in to WrestleMania as the undisputed champion? Certainly a matchup everybody's looking for. You could have a Cena and AJ Styles matchup. How great would that be? Or could we have somebody that is the part of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn, defend that undisputed championship against AJ Styles? Or will it stay the same? Will it be this man right here, the undisputed champion, Finn Balor? And from what we've heard from Triple H, he's said the people that have gotten the guaranteed spots to come out last, it will not be guaranteed due to the structure having some technical difficulties, is what he is saying, some technical difficulties with the chamber. So the chamber may not give you the best odds at this very moment, unfortunately. We saw it with Cameron Grimes earlier on tonight. The spot that he could have came out with, it was Solo Sikoa that came out at number 6, and he ended up winning. So if I'm Cameron Grimes, I'd be a little bit upset about that for sure. But then also we saw earlier on tonight, everything worked well for Seth Rollins in the terms of he got to come out last, but he didn't win the chamber matchup. So, I guess you get to pick and choose certain moments there, but Finn Balor, he seems like he is ready, ladies and gentlemen. The chamber might actually work out for him to be able to come out last. Maybe it's fixed now, you just don't know. But he is your undisputed champion, and certainly he wants to keep that main event of WrestleMania to himself against AJ Styles. 2 former Bullet Club members. The story is definitely there. You got that story in NXT with Kenny Omega and Jay White, and we might very well get that story in that situation, as here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is the first time we've seen him after he got put through 2 announce tables by Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Stone Cold is going to be looking to whip some ass tonight. Going to be dishing out some ass whoopings tonight, especially to Finn Balor. If Damian Priest was in this matchup, he would be doing it to every single one of them. And look at Steve Austin. You could tell he's a little irritated. He's trash talking. He's ready for a fight. And imagine if Stone Cold can win the Undisputed Championship. And it could be Stone Cold versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, representing SmackDown. We know CM Punk and Gunther will be representing Monday Night Raw at WrestleMania. Who will be facing off AJ Styles at WrestleMania representing SmackDown? Very well could be looking at that man. And this crowd is absolutely loving what they're seeing from Stone Cold Steve Austin, as he will be going into his chamber pod here in just a moment. Stone Cold staring down the competition here, staring down John Cena and company here, staring down Finn Balor. As now we wait for the next superstar to make their way down to the ring, and it will be the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes defeated AJ Styles on Friday Night SmackDown just 2 days ago, and has told us before a couple weeks back that he plans on walking into the chamber and walking out with that undisputed championship. He is currently a former two-time undisputed champion, former WWE champion, and we'll see if you can add three-time undisputed champion to Cody Rhodes. He didn't lose it fair and square at the Rumble, I can tell you that. But he said he's not going to use that as an excuse. He's going to work his ass off. He's going to win the Elimination Chamber and take that championship to WrestleMania. Can Cody Rhodes do it? Can he become champion once again and carry that championship into WrestleMania? He already knows how it feels to face off with AJ Styles, but it will be a whole different AJ Styles, I guarantee you that. As man, look at the talent in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, from top to bottom. And I find it very convenient that we are going to have the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, kick us off in this matchup. Because Cody will be getting the last chamber spot in the terms of whatever's left in the ring at this very moment. But now we wait for the next one. We're going to wait for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to make their way down to the ring, as here they come. There's Sami Zayn, your SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Looks like he is in a great mood. Certainly, he was able to survive Finn Balor and Damian Priest earlier on tonight. Man, look at Zayn absolutely having a great time. Maybe he took some too many painkillers and little out there at the moment. But this is going to be a great moment. Zayn or Kevin Owens could be walking out undisputed champion. But the thing is, these two good friends, these tag team champions, they are going to have to go through each other to win this matchup. It's every man for themselves in this matchup between Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the rest of the field. You got to put your personal friendships to a side to win the biggest, and we do mean one of the biggest championships in WWE. This is an opportunity to go on to main event WrestleMania. As here comes Kevin Owens, the prize fighter. Both these men, there was moments in that matchup where it seemed like Finn and Damian were actually going to win the tag team championships, but Owens and Zayn were very resilient, kept fighting, bringing the fight to the Judgment Day, and they have defeated 4 members of the Judgment Day from at the Royal Rumble, and then tonight to begin this premium live event of Elimination Chamber. And that we know that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be going to WrestleMania as your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. But, I guess we never know from now to then if there's anything that may happen, but, having Zayn and Owens continuing to run through these tag teams. They've been put through hell, especially with the Judgment Day. They've continued to work their asses off. And right now we're going to see Owens and Zayn work their asses off again. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Zayn and Owens. They are not going to be 100%. Neither will be Finn Balor into this matchup. You may want to give it to Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena, with probably going to be closer to 100% than any of these guys. But we don't know the state of Stone Cold and John Cena. We know they were medically cleared to be in this matchup, but are they fully 100%? As face buster into a submission hold here. Going to try to make Kevin Owens tap here. Like we mentioned, the damage has been done tonight. But Owens with that big elbow to the face. And Owens talking a little bit of trash to Sami Zayn, saying, hey brother, come on, let's do it. It's back in the ring we go. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going to go at it. We're just going to be moments away from seeing who exactly will be joining Zayn and Owens. Could you imagine if it was Finn Balor? It's a big elbow strike, glazing blow to the side of the skull, takes down Owens. Might be our first elimination, but it is not. Oh, the American Nightmare will be coming out. Multi-time undisputed champion, multi-time WWE champion. We'll see how it goes for the American Nightmare now. Cody Rhodes respecting Zayn to allow him to continue going back and forth. As all we've seen this before from Sami Zayn, it is ever impressive. Nice sit-out powerbomb there from Sami Zayn. But now Owens and Sami Zayn will continue their back and forth here. Oh, right on that top rope, and now Rhodes will connect with that running bulldog. Cody Rhodes going to take out the SmackDown Tag Team Champions if he has to, one way or another, as now Owens, maybe looking for Death Valley Driver. No, swinging neck breaker from the top of his shoulders. And now we are just a couple seconds away, ladies and gentlemen, to see who will be the fourth member in this matchup here. Will it be Stone Cold, Finn Balor, John Cena? Who is it going to be? Oh, it's both men running into each other. John Cena is the next one into the matchup. Big matchup, John. We'll see if he can get something going here early as he eats a springboard from the second rope. That second rope turnbuckle pad into a DDT. Owens saying, welcome back, John. I got something perfect for you. As Cody Rhodes going for the pinfall to try to put away the SmackDown Tag Team Champion. But Zayn with a big kick out at the last second. Owens and Cody going to go at it now. Oh, this thing going to end well. Samoan drop to the outside. Back and forth we go. And now, look at Owens now going to come right after Zayn. And this is a big cluster at this moment. Don't know what to expect. And now we got Stone Cold and Finn Balor going to be making their way down the ring. Will Finn Balor as way a haluva kick out of nowhere from Zayn? Will that be enough to put away the American Nightmare? 2. No. Huge kick out. And now the Undisputed Champion coming in at number 5 in this match. Brutality at its finest as Cena with a big power slam there to Owens. Will that be a first elimination? No. No. Obviously it makes sense for Finn Balor to go after Zayn and Kevin Owens after what happened earlier on tonight. After they went to war for those SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Rhodes coming right after John Cena. We've seen this matchup before between these two. Cena and Rhodes. Oh no, right up against that steel beam. Oh no! Cena may be down and out, honestly. Referee realizing it. Is this it? 2. Cena kicks out at 2.5. And now we wait for the Rattlesnake to make his presence known. Less than 3 seconds away as now Balor sit out powerbomb to Zayn. And now Cena going to bring those clubbing blows to Rhodes. And now we have all the superstars. You have Cody Rhodes, Cena, Owens, Austin, Balor, and Zayn in this matchup. And certainly Stone Cold coming right after Finn Balor. It is going to be a 1-on-5 situation in this matchup. They may just gang tackle this guy. Here we go with a pinfall, but it seems like Cena may have broken that up inadvertently. And now here comes Balor with a stomp. Right there. Out Rhodes with a big reversal. Big time STO takedown there of Zayn. Cena now looking to put away Owens, and as he does momentarily.
Seems like Cody Rhodes is definitely feeling it right now. With that blood dripping down his face here. Don't know how much more he can withstand in this matchup. But he has taken a lot throughout his career, so certainly as Owens breaking this up, he's going after Sami Zayn here, maybe looking to eliminate his tag team partner. Oh, we got Rhodes and Austin working together with a double punch there. Maybe double knockout punch galore here. Is this it? No, Balor keeps himself in this matchup. This is your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a stunner! Stunner to Austin. We saw this matchup at WrestleMania. Is this it? 2. So close to a 3 count was Kevin Owens, but we've seen that matchup at WrestleMania. Owens has defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Battle of the Stunner versus Stunner matchup. As Rhodes going to war with Finn Balor. Big old brainbuster takes down Finn, and now Zayn going to look to capitalize and take out Rhodes here. Holy crap, is now Cena coming after Stone Cold. You know that one match between Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin, that was a hellacious matchup. I believe it was Night of Champions months ago. It's Cody Rhodes able to kick out. Now Kevin Owens from that rope, a glazing blow there. Back and forth, and now Owens looking to eliminate Stone Cold. Referee is literally right there, but Owens is able to, or I should say Stone Cold able to kick out. Back and forth we go here. Uh-oh. Submission hold here from Sami Zayn. Will he tap out here? Oh, his Balor bounced off that steel beam. That is not going to be feeling too good as Owens not able to keep Austin down. And Cena gotten out of that submission hold there as well. Wonder who the first elimination is going to be. Cena, big time stunner, or not stunner, but a DDT, pardon me, on Zayn there. Uh-oh, Finn Balor from behind. You gotta be so careful. You always gotta have eyes behind your head in this matchup, man. Uh-oh, Finn Balor looking to eliminate Kevin Owens. 1916 brainbuster on Owens. Referee right there. 2, 3. Kevin Owens is eliminated. And it's karma, unfortunately. And now, wait, Balor now. Balor going to eliminate Cena possibly. Cena's in trouble. 2. No, Cena kicks out. Running Bulldog takes down Stone Cold. Balor misses the forearm strike. And I believe we are down to, I believe it is 5 superstars right now with that first elimination of Kevin Owens. Wait a minute. Here we go. Crossroads to Stone Cold. Pinfall. 1, 2. No, Stone Cold kicks out. Oh, that would have been a sight to behold there, with Rhodes defeating Stone Cold, eliminating there. As now Cena and Balor continue to go at it here. Oh, Zayn trying to toss Stone Cold in the middle of the ring, didn't work out in his favor, and Balor tossed out to the ringside. Uh-oh, Stone Cold trying to eliminate Cody Rhodes. We saw Cody try to eliminate Stone Cold just moments ago. It may happen now. Cody might have to tap out. This headlock. Oh, but a stunner there from Rhodes keeps himself in this matchup just a tad longer. And Cody going to toss Stone Cold back inside the ring. Then Balor has Stone Cold, or not Stone Cold, but John Cena in the spot where he needs to connect. And now, Haluva kick to Stone Cold. Zayn might eliminate Stone Cold here. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and he does. One half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions still in this matchup. He started off this match as a 1960 or a Tiger Driver 91 to Cena, but Cena kicks out. We are down to 4. Zayn, Balor, Rhodes, and Cena. Your undisputed champion is still in this matchup. How much longer will it take for somebody to win the undisputed championship? Can Finn Balor make it until the very end of this matchup? Oh, it was a nice DDT spiking Finn Balor on his head. And look at Zayn. He is hell-bent on trying to put away one of the biggest members of the Judgment Day here. Zayn now from behind. Oh, nice takedown there. Very innovative takedown, looking to eliminate the undisputed champion. 2, 3, and he does. So now we're going to have a new undisputed champion heading in to WrestleMania. It's either going to be Cena, Zayn, or Cody Rhodes? And now Cody from behind. Crossroads to Cena. Pinfall. Here we go. 2, 3. And now we have Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes here. Two dudes that are very similar with each other's wrestling styles. Two fan favorites. Something has to give. Zayn telling Cody Rhodes to get up to his feet. And he's telling Cody, how about you get up so I can finish you here? Collar elbow tie up into throwing Cody Rhodes back inside the ring here. I don't know. Now look at these big old haymakers there. That open wound there of Cody Rhodes. This could be a massive moment. A massive moment for Sami Zayn. Can he make it to WrestleMania? Not only is he a SmackDown Tag Team Champion, he could walk in as the Undisputed Champion and walk in there with the Undisputed Championship against AJ Styles. Holy crap. Zayn now. Irish whipping Cody Rhodes to the other corner. Zayn. Hoover kick to Cody Rhodes. Is this enough? Pinfall 1, 2. And now Rhodes kicks out. Rhodes kicks out. Holy crap. What a matchup. And now Cody now has him right where he wants him. This could be very bad. Looking for some snake eyes. How much more can these men sustain in this matchup? Zayn, look at here. Bam, big reversal from Sami Zayn. And look in the crowd saying he's number one. He's about to finish Cody Rhodes here. And now look at this DDT. This springboard DDT to Cody. I don't know how much more this man can take. He's eaten so much damn damage in this matchup. As Zayn with another Helluva kick. And now another opportunity to eliminate Cody. 2. And Rhodes kicks out. How many Helluva kicks can this man take? That snap suplex. Zayn is going to be like fighting a final boss, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking Cody to the woodshed with those Helluva kicks. And it still has not been enough. But maybe this DDT will help. He spikes him in the middle of this ring. Cody is down and out. Pinfall once again. 2. And now Cody Rhodes again getting that left shoulder up. You could briefly see it, ladies and gentlemen, but I can see it on my screen as Cody Rhodes able to still kick out. How in the hell is this man doing it, ladies and gentlemen? I would like to know. Uh-oh. And now, wait a minute. Sami Zayn has a predicament right now. He's going high risk. Cody Rhodes stirring up to his feet. And now flying crossbody from Sami Zayn. We could see Sami Zayn do it. Can he walk out with the Undisputed Championship? Holy cow. What a Elimination Chamber matchup. We could be moments away to see Sami Zayn doing it. 2. And no, Cody Rhodes kicks out again. How much more can this man sustain? As again, Rhodes being tossed outside there on that iron grate. He is busted open. I am surprised he can honestly see at this point. As, oh goodness, right into that chamber pod again. Seems like Zayn is trying to do everything in his power to put away Cody Rhodes. And certainly, why not? This is the moment to do it. He really wants him to go inside that pod. Why not? Uh-oh. Sami Zayn, he's getting more aggressive here. It's, oh my goodness, that steel pod, man. How much more do these guys have to beat the living snot out of each other to have a undisputed champion walk out victorious here? Big reversal from Cody. Cody now. And now back in the ring we go. And now Zayn back in the ring, right back up to his feet here. Oh, both men kind of stirring up to their feet. Zayn trying to grapple Rhodes. Rhodes trying to start something, but it wasn't working out. And now, here we go. Big time snap suplex. Folding Rhodes in half. Couldn't ask for anything better. As a big, oh, wait a minute. Look at that DDT. The springboard DDT. Holy cow, man. This is Zayn's match to lose at this moment. As an elbow misses. Cody Rhodes now. Springboard Enzuigiri takes down Sammy. And now Cody Rhodes. Crossroads to Zayn. Is this it? 2. No. Zayn kicks out. Both men hitting massive, and I do mean massive maneuvers, but it is not it. How much more is there? Rhodes telling this crowd he's going to maybe hit that bionic elbow. How much more can these guys withstand at this moment? Who is going to WrestleMania to face off with AJ Styles? Look at Zayn fighting out of it. As a heart of a champion is Sami Zayn. He has that big time suplex there. Rhodes trying to stir up to his feet. That was probably his last ditch effort really to get anything going. Oh, the haluva kick misses from Zayn. He mistimed it there. And now Zayn haluva kicked across to Cody Rhodes, pardon me. Pinfall. This has to be it. 2, 3. Sami Zayn is your new undisputed champion. It seemed like Cody Rhodes was going to be the man to win that matchup. He kept kicking out after every single haluva kick. But right there, Sami Zayn will be going on to WrestleMania to defend the Undisputed Championship against AJ Styles. Holy crap. That is going to be a massive matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Something that is very unprecedented. It's like a Styles, or I should say Zayn, with that DDT in that matchup. But now, Sami Zayn is a 2-time champion. He is a SmackDown Tag Team champion, and now he is the undisputed champion. And he is heading to the main event of WrestleMania. Zayn, you should be proud of yourself, man. You are going to WrestleMania. You're going to have 2 championship matches, presumably. And it looks to be the night of Sami Zayn and the night that Zayn will never, ever forget.